Hey, hello. How do you guys do? Well, I am back. New setup. Got it all put together here just recently, and I'm liking it. In a new house, so uh, definitely got the space to be able to stream. Had to get a few things. I have an iPad, so I haven't had the proper attachment, which costs some money, and I just haven't gotten it for a while. And so I was in the store the other day, decided to pick one up, and so I could stream again. So here I am. Glad to be here. What's up, Relentless? What's up, Dragoon? Solid. How are you? How are you? All right. Um, I'm running into some audio difficulties. Give me just 1 second to make sure that that's working. Let's see here. Don't know if my Elgato is. What's going on, Solar? How are ya? Alright, let's try this transition into. Alright, so that's good. I just wanted to see if the audio is working, so one easy way to do that is turn on music. No, audio is not coming through to my headset, so not good, guys. How is the quality of the stream? Could someone give me some insight into that? What's going on, David? How are you? All right, trying to work on my audio difficulties because I cannot hear my game whatsoever. So just trying to make the proper adjustments here. All right, so. Um, Looks good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I just can't hear my game. It's coming through. Yeah, it's coming through my actual speaker, which is extremely weird. Um, that my audio is just has something to do with my computer itself. I wonder if. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna, because usually it. Are you guys able to hear me? Yep, you should hear me. Did my audio switch for the computer? It did. Why isn't open mixer? Why is that? That's so weird. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties when coming on stream. I had this working last night, and now it's just not working whatsoever. So you guys can't hear my game volume. Hear me. Okay, so the Elgato's playing that. Okay. So why am I not? I think the Elgato has something to do with it. I just don't understand why that's playing out of my speaker and everything else is playing out of that. Let me see here if I. There we go. Got it working. So I don't know exactly what I did. I think I just reset it in a sense, but I got it working. Hey, all right, good to go. Love the Reese's. Yeah, I kind of did this just because like I figured it would give you guys something in the background to look at that I don't know was cool. Part of me, I'd snack throughout the day, work from home, and some of my favorite candy. All right, let's see here. Bring that down just a little bit. But how is everything going? Does the stream look good? Is it lagging at all for you guys? Keep me in the loop. Obviously, it's my first stream in a while, so um, bear with me. Alright, so obviously, as you saw from the thumbnail, guys, I am debating taking ULTRON to rank 3. I don't have too many champs to invest in, and I do not have ULTRON ranked up as a 5-star. I've been playing around with him a lot. I've actually used him quite a bit in Act 7 so far, and he is just super fun to play just because he's like very low stress. There's not a lot to do with him, and I mean, going through Act 7, I've been playing a lot of champs that just require this or that to get their utility, to get their damage. With ULTRON, it is literally just 5-hit combos into a special 3 and then reset. And he power drains on a special 3, does a crap ton of damage, has a nice little evade mechanic, has armor up buffs. And I'm sure the list goes on. There's more to his kit. I do know that. I'm just getting an insight. But if you guys have any inputs, put them in chat. I will certainly debate it with you guys. But let's pull him up here. So let's go over his kit. I do not have him awakened. Would love the awakened ability, the energy attacks, but Relentless says, I have ULTRON at rank 3. He's pretty fun, not even duped. Yeah, and that's the thing is I have a ton of resources in Overflow. I'll show you guys my Overflow here. I've been doing a lot of Act exploration. Another reason I kind of wanted to come on stream, because I've been doing a lot of Act exploration. I've been doing a lot of arena grinding, spending just doing a lot of grindy things in the game, and it gets boring just sitting here and playing the game, to be honest, doing these grindy things, and so I figured I'd come on stream and have some people to hang out with, hopefully, and go from there. So what are you guys up to? How far have you guys completed as far as content is concerned? Have you guys explored all of Act 3? Are you through Act 6? Solar, I have a pretty good idea where you're at. What's going on, Glisser? It's been a while, man. Glisser says, "You're back." Yeah, I'm back, and I do plan to stream quite a bit more often here. I mean, it seems pretty simple. I upgraded my setup a little bit, made it a little bit easier to hook up my Elgato. It should work smoothly with my iPad now, and I got a better webcam, so I'm pretty excited about that. If you guys didn't see, I got my fish tanks in here. You guys have not seen those. I didn't have those. I just got those, set those up about a year ago. So you guys haven't seen or even known about my fish tanks because I just got them about a year ago. So I've been taking care of these fish for about a year now. I've got some bristlenose catfish in there, 2 of them. I've got some neon tetras in there. And then down there is my son's tank. He was the first was the first one to get a tank. I started taking care of his fish and the one to take care of some of my own. He's got a betta and then some rasboras and some amano shrimp in that tank. And then in this tank, it's a bunch of live bearing fish. So they don't like lay eggs or anything, but they bear live babies, and they survive if you give them a place to hide in the tank, the babies. So this tank should never perish in a sense unless I do something extremely wrong. I should just have a constant supply of fish. So after they have a lifespan of around 2 to 4 years, 5 at the most. So any fish that ends up dying off in this tank, it will be replaced by several others. So it's a constant economy of fish, and it's nice. So I have a couple of bigger fish, pearl gouramis in there, just as like a showpiece. So it's pretty cool. I know you guys want to see me play the game, but I figured I haven't talked to you guys in a long time, so give you an insight into some things that I do. I got my own space in here, so it's just nice. I got all my fish, all my pets that I take care of. I get to see throughout the day. I work from home. My work setup's right here. And then stream setup's all right here. Got my lighting and everything set up, so it's pretty nice. I got a really big L-shaped desk that I got off Facebook Marketplace for like $45. So if you're looking for a desk, I highly suggest keep a watch over Facebook Marketplace, because it's insane. This guy wanted to get rid of it. He didn't want it anymore, and he got rid of it for $45, and it's like a $1,500 nice wooden desk with 2 drawers, cabinet. So I upgraded from my plastic tables way back when. Alright, so anyway, let's look over what makes this guy at least enjoyable to play. One, he's got some defensive abilities. I would say he does have a base regeneration, which his awakened ability, it basically allows him to regenerate when he takes energy attacks, either blocked attacks or just straight to the face. So for example, you get hit by APOC's special attack. Any damage that APOC's special attack would do to you, he regenerates up to almost 70% of it back. Then he also takes reduced duration from incinerate and shock effects, which is kind of like the Angela ability, where she takes reduced duration debuffs based on how many buffs she has. So his sig ability is nice. It's not needed for his damage. And as far as his damage is concerned, he is a synergy champion. He needs to have Hulkbuster, or there's a couple others at least. I know it's Hulkbuster and Vision Age of Ultron has this synergy where he gets basically a permanent cauterize. The way it reads is not permanent, but the cauterize he gets from his special 3 increases his damage output, increases I believe it increases the intensity of his bleeds or degens if you're fighting a mutant, and then it also will and then you can repeat it and it stacks. And as far as I'm aware, I don't know, because I have never pushed. I don't really. Guess I could go into Abyss and push it, but I've pushed it in Labyrinth, and I'll take him into Labyrinth at rank 2. and let you guys see what he can do. But he does have a guaranteed critical attack every 5th hit, and if you line that up with his heavy, that can do some serious damage. Now, I found it hard to really keep track of counting that unless you're just counting combo. But for the sake of things, I don't really worry about that. I just use the heavy when I can and double hit the amount of bleeds or degens that I have on the opponent, pretty much. His evade can be kind of annoying, and it's something you have to get used to. So he's kind of like Stark Spidey in that sense. Is when he gets attacked, even if you're I feel like when I go to parry, it's not supposed to work this way, but when you go to parry, if you miss a parry, he will evade if his evade is active, and you just got to keep holding block until the evade is completely finished. Once the evade is completely finished, then you can dex as normal. But you also have to dex with proper timing, because what I've learned is when you go to when the evade stops, you're still blocking. If you dex right away, the AI likes to anticipate that dex, and then you just get comboed immediately. You can't do anything about it. You just get comboed. So either wait for the AI to go passive by backing up, or wait for the AI to throw a heavy. Pretty much the only way I've found to do that. You could try to be sneaky with a parry. You might get away with a quick dex, but most of the time you're just gonna end up getting comboed if you don't play it patiently. And that's kind of what it is about it. Once his evade is active and he starts evading, play it patiently, wait for the evade to finish, and wait for the opponent to either throw a heavy, hit into your block with a medium or light ending combo, or wait for the AI to go passive and back up. Which, again, you might be able to see when I go to test them out. So, his heavy attacks, it triggers his function damage, and the damage function, it basically, you get it like a counter for every function that you've completed. I think it goes up to 7. So when you use a heavy attack, it'll go on cooldown, and it'll use all those 7 functions to apply 7 bleeds or degens. I don't recommend using Special 1 or Special 2 because the function just doesn't last long, and it doesn't pretty much stay permanent. Now, the Special Attack 3, he gets 2 functions. He gets a stun function and a burn function, which if you go test him in Labyrinth, obviously that stun, even if you bring white mags, is not going to is eventually going to be susceptible to limber, and it's not good in stun immune fights, but he does power burn. Now, things you gotta be wary about is if you're going up for against like a Venom or Venom pool, you cannot power burn Venom or Venom pool. Believe me, I've been there. I accidentally tried, and I wasn't paying attention. I knew that they had that ability. The unfortunate thing is just I wasn't thinking about it at the time I went to fight those fights. So just be wary of that. If you're used to playing him, when you get used to playing him, he drains 2 bars of power and deals direct damage proportional to the amount of power drained. So it's kind of like Hulkbuster in that sense. The more power you drain, so if you can get them like just above 2 bars of power drain them, and then you'll be able to go immediately in and do a huge combo. And then I usually throw a heavy during that time if I need an opening to throw a heavy without parrying. So he's pretty cool. Let's get in, start using him, and see how he works. Oh, by the way, he's also extremely suicide friendly. He's immune to poison, immune to bleed because he's a robot, and at the same time, he also doesn't require you to throw any specials besides the special 3, so you're not going to be taking any recoil damage. On top of that, he also has a heal mechanic that's pretty strong, so that heal mechanic does quite a bit for him. Now, for Synergy Team, this is what I'm going to be going with right here. It's just a little bit of power gain, so I'm going to get from having Archangel and Psylocke on the team, I'm going to get a little bit of extra power gained, 5%, and that applies to all champions. I'm bringing in White Mag so I can parry, and then Hulkbuster for the extra Cauterize, which I'll show you here. All these synergies. Oops. And I 6-star rank 3 Archangel, one of my favorite characters to play. Why won't... Oh, I think I have to edit the team in order to see the synergy, right? Yep. Alright, so all champions 5% power gain, shared synergy, champions 5% power gain. Then you've got Hulkbuster synergy here with an extra crit rating, which he does quite a bit of damage on his crits, as you'll see here soon. And you've got Function Cauterize. So it says now lingers for an additional 7 seconds after the special attack is over. Additionally, while Function Cauterize is active, the opponent will be passively heal blocked. It's an extremely great thing, but essentially his functions become permanent. And they're passive, they're not a buff, they're not anything, so it's like a permanent passive fury to his damage. It's incredibly useful because it cannot be nullified or reduced as far as the fight goes. So I do not know though. I don't think it's a defensive ability, but here's the thing. I don't know if Mags can prevent Cauterize. So if you're going to be taking up this guy against a Magneto, I don't know if it's a great idea. He's a robot. So just wouldn't suggest it, but heck, you can try if you want. He'll probably still get the degens, but just won't apply them as often, obviously, because of that ability accuracy reduction. What's going on, Nick? It has been a while. VYN FYI. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Vin. If that's, I don't know if that's you saying your name. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Give me feedback on the stream, guys. Let me know if it's lagging for you at all. But I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna fight Star-Lord quick, show you guys the damage output, kind of explain what I'm doing. It's not gonna be too hard, too difficult. It's just not much to it. No lag? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Quality should be good. I did double check everything last night, but feel free to let me know if you notice anything in the meantime. Alright, so first we're going to apply the White Mag synergy. This just allows us to parry throughout the fight and gives us some added attack. Most of the time I get him up to 5 cauterizes, sometimes 6. So I'm going to take him up to 3, throw a heavy, and you'll see that little fist on the left hand side goes on cooldown. So when that comes off cooldown, I'll be able to apply more bleeds and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to work my way up to SB3. So I'm not going to worry here too much about working his power up to power jam to get extra damage on the special 3. So you see that little sword? That little sword is his cauterize, and you can see his damage almost doubled on that first cauterize. And the reason I'm running a power gain team is just to try to get back to my special 3, because the more special 3s I throw, the faster his damage ramps up. So he's extremely great for long form content, especially where, I mean, just I mean, if you're going into Labyrinth and all you have is an Ultron, you started a new account, whatever the case may be, do highly suggest it. I think he's a decent option. He's great for the Colossus here in Labyrinth, who is bleed immune, but instead of bleeding him, he'll degen him. So he still gets all this extra damage from his dot, or DOT, damage over time. So now he's up to 3 cauterizes, doing 16k crit mediums. It's just, that's nuts, dude. Like, and thing is you really only need Hulkbuster to be doing most of this damage. Yeah, you get the extra power gain. That just makes his damage ramp up faster, but it doesn't actually really, it doesn't affect his damage or anything like that. Thanks for the feedback, Nick. Missed those incursions runs. Yeah, dude. If you ever want to do incursions, hit me up. Definitely still need to do incursions. But thanks for the feedback. Same with you, Relentless. I appreciate the feedback there. Love this top tier ULTRON nationalist gameplay. Get it? So push him to a special 3, no problem. I'll just do some extra damage with my special 3. Make sure heavy there. So 5 cauterizes, 20k mediums. Damage is just nuts, and this is just a rank 2, guys. And this is all unduped. He doesn't need the extra. He doesn't really need anything extra. It's nice. So, I do think I'm gonna take this guy to rank 3 here. It is level up, and I will be showing you my inventory. It's quite nuts right now. Just I haven't invested a lot into my champs recently, so. 30k mediums now. 19k crit lights. 50, so I just hit the damage cap with the heavy. I tried to light intercept, that didn't work too well. I wonder if I can trigger his heal. Alright, let's see this heal. So you can see it's taken away for 491 every half second, so it's about almost 1,000 per tick. And I got beat up pretty bad while the heal was active, so I'm pretty sure it heals almost 50% of his health when active. Nebs, what's up? How's it going? Use Ultron with Warlock for Caustic Temper Path and AQ. Oh, I never really thought about that. That's a really great option. I was talking to Shiz about it today, and actually I'm probably going to mention that to him, because that sounds like a great option for Caustic Temper. He's got to be pretty decent for sustainability too with his regen. Yeah, it would go up to 50% if I didn't get touched, but I got touched on purpose, you know, to try to activate the regen. But, alright, so now, yeah, a little showcase there. So now I'll take you guys into my inventory and show you my dilemma. And I haven't even completed or fully explored 7.2 yet, which is on the docket here. I don't know if I'll go in and do a path tonight or not, but I will be doing that this week, so I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow or not. I do have to do some arena. I have been grinding arena, like I said earlier in the stream, and I don't enjoy doing arena, but I feel it necessary to get myself doing milestones, and I've been doing it for the past month, and I've made a habit out of it, so it's just like 2 runs with my 6 stars, and then I grind the basic, and the basic is 1 big run with 6 stars and 5 stars, so 3 days. Yeah, 3 days of arena, and I get a good amount of units, and it's gonna save me money. Hopefully. Alright, let's go in and check out my inventory. Let's see here. So, as soon as you get in here, you can see in 4 days, less than 1 level up, I have a ton of resources expiring. Just basic resources. So T5B, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 T5B. Keep in mind, 7.2 is not even fully explored yet. I still have like 12 paths in 7.2 to fully explore. So I'm going to have even more resources. So between this and all the T2A, I have to rank up champs, and it has to be 6-star champs, because that's really going to get rid of that T5B and T2A pretty quickly, and in my opinion it's better to invest in those champs, as they will make my grinds easier here, especially as more rank 4s become common and rank 5s become common. So what's up, Joyce's? He was your first rank 3 and love it. Well, yeah, honestly, I feel like I run suicides a lot. Even without grinding arena, I love to run suicides, so I much rather would have had him to take up to rank 3 for my first. My first was Sim Supreme, and he's a champ that very much requires buffs to nullify and mystic dispersion. So Chingo says, is he rank 3 worthy unduped? For sure. If the question is duped versus unduped, 100%. Now, do I think is he like the best rank 3 option? Certainly not, in my opinion, the best rank 3 option. But is he fun? Yes. Does he have a lot of base utility? Yes. He's great. He'd be great for exploring Act 6. He'd also has a lot of utility in Act 7, especially if he's awake. If he's awakened, he also can do the incinerate shock paths because of his reduced damage to energy. If he's duped in high sig, reduced duration of the debuffs, stuff like that. So I don't know. Definitely up for you guys to decide, but I do think he is good. If you have Ghost, Penny, and Warlock at rank 3, I definitely think taking him to rank 3 is a good idea in the future, especially because he has great synergy with Warlock, and he also has great synergy with Hulkbuster. So, God, all this compensation, it's nuts. Alright, so let's see here. Champions, let's see how much time we have in level up. Should have a few hours left. Yep, 3 hours. Alright. So let's see what tech champions I have currently. So as far as tech champions at rank 3, I only have Gilly. And I mean, I don't have like a ton of other champs that I want to invest into offensively. So my tech roster as 6 stars, just not very big. Now we'll take a look at my other bits of my roster, kind of for a roster update. Thanks, Chingo. Appreciate you. But here's the thing, I already have Hulkbuster at rank 5. And I don't know. None of these other champs seem worth it for me. Definitely appreciate the sub, my dude. So anyway, we've got ULTRON here, and I've got a T5cc Catalyst. I've got another one coming very soon for tech. So it's not like I'm going to be short. I'm not looking for a tech rank 4 anytime. I'm not going to be, like, my first rank 4 is definitely not going to be a tech champ. It just, no. Definitely won't be a tech champ because it needs to be decent, somewhat decent for prestige too. And not only that, I don't know. I have a tech awakening gem. I'm saving that for Ghost, to be honest. So if I do get a 6-star Ghost, that way I can awaken her, take her up, because not too many tech champs actually need awakened. I guess Penny, you could argue, doesn't need her awakening, but highly benefits from it. So, there we go. Rank 3. Now, I do want to take him in and use him and see what the damage is like, so let's get him leveled up quick. Sorry to take you guys through this boring process, so bear with me here while I grab some ISO and get him leveled up. Gotta take advantage of my level up event. I will say, since I've been grinding Arena, I have noticed an ISO difference as well, so that's been nice. The Grandmaster crystals are so much better than the premium hero crystals of the past. So it also makes arena grinding that much more worth it, in my opinion. So if you're looking for gold, arena, if you're looking for gold, if you're looking for ISO, I highly suggest you get in arena and just do milestones, especially if you have a big 6-star roster. If you have a big 6-star roster, like, you can clear arena pretty easily, especially if you're running suicides as well. Thanks, Jingo. Appreciate it. Alrighty, come on. Other ISO in here. Taking forever because of it. Do I not have... Oh, I don't have any more tech ISO. Well, let's see if... Well, it's not tech day. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's pop some Grandmaster crystals. Do a 5 pop. See if we can get 0, 4, or 5 stars. Well... I don't even know if we got tech ISO. No, didn't even get any tech ISO. 1 mutant, 3 cosmics, and a mystic. So, let's see here. What else do I got? I know I got some Nexus crystals. Where did they go? Where did they go? I must have passed them. There. 2. There's a tech. You feel special being in an alliance with a live streamer. I believe Relentless is going to be live streaming as well. So technically 2. There's another tech. Alright, so that should be enough to get him up. Yep, Relentless streams as well. Relentless, if you're free and you want to hop in chat, I should have a Discord link in the description of the video, and that Discord link will take you to my server, and then from there, let's see what chat, I think, do I have a locked one? Yeah, I can create an invite, so just come to the server and then, I don't know, we'll go from there. If you want, of course. I can always just shoot you, I think a link online as well. Alright, let's go back and finish ranking up this ULTRON. I really want to take him back into LOL and see that upgraded damage. Just, it should be pretty nutty. That should be enough. Nope, of course it's not. Alright, there we go. Let me see. Alright, let's see here. Line. I sent you an invite link online, Relentless. Yes, no question. Do you use Suicide Masteries? Yes, I do use Suicide Masteries. If you guys want to see my mastery setup, I will show you quick. It's not too hard, so go in here. So I currently run 2 out of 3 in Courage, and 4 out of 5 in Precision, 5 out of 5 in Cruelty. I run 3 out of 3 in Despair because, to be honest, like, why don't you? Like, Despair is one of the strongest masteries in my opinion. I run 4 out of 5 in Deep Wounds. I use a lot of bleed champions. Nick Fury, I mean, I use Nick Fury even with suicides, so it just, and his damage is nuts with suicides. So, yeah, I need to get myself a Deadpool as a 5-star, so I can get the synergy where it allows me to run other champs with suicides in act content. That would be nice, but speaking of that, maybe I should get the deals, because that has the gold crystals, so chance at gold pool for the synergy. That would be nice. Now I think about it, I'm talking myself into it, and I really shouldn't be. But there's your ouchie masteries. And do I call you or open a voice channel? I'm in the stream chat. Let me see here. Let me see if I can't message you quick. Here, I messaged you the Discord link on Discord. Try to join voice that way. Hey Bruno, what's going on, dude? I already took him to rank 3, so yes, I know he's definitely worth it, but I wanted to showcase it first a little bit and go from there. I don't run too much in proficiencies, so I'm not one of those who try to run dispersion and suicides just to get the benefit from both. Again, I prefer the deep wounds and despair masteries, and also I run willpower and coagulate. Since I run ouchie masteries quite a bit, I do like the extra coagulate. Everybody tells me 1 out of 3. I run 2 out of 3, just for a little bit extra healing. But yeah, I know it doesn't help too much, but it's an extra, and I don't know. It's just the same mastery setup I've been using for forever and a half, and so I just try not to change it as much as possible. Let's see here. Were you able to figure it out, Relentless? I messaged you the Discord link for the stream channel, so you should just be able to click join voice, and it'll take you right to my stream chat, which is a locked chat, so random people can't just jump into the chat. Do you see the? I sent you a link right there in that message. It should say join voice. Do you see it where it says join voice? If you just click that, it'll take you to the stream chat. You're in lobby right now. I'm in stream. Are you able to enter the stream? Screw it. No one's gonna hop in. There we go. You there? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I sent you the link. You should be able to follow the link to actually take care of it, but you should also turn down your stream volume, or yeah, yeah, that way I'm not echoing. All right, give me a second to. There we go. Now go ahead and try talking. I want to make sure you're on stream.
All right. How about now? Can you?
You're good. Yep, you're good.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So, yeah, what are your thoughts?
On ULTRON?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a beast, even unduped. I have him and just took him into Labyrinth of Legends just to kind of mess around, and he took down like 4 or 5 fights before I finally, got caught. But yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like I found him, like the first time I used him, I was like, there's just no way. Like I understand his damage is insane, after ramped up a bit, but I just didn't expect it to be like, it's just so much fun. It's so simple, and I think that's what really gets me about him, is it's the simplicity behind his utility, behind his damage. Just bring in Hulkbuster and whack away.
Oh yeah, man, that Hulkbuster synergy is clutch.
I mean, and to be honest, like he still does decent damage without Hulkbuster. I mean, depending on the length of the fights you take him into, you don't even need to bring Hulkbuster because you won't be throwing much more than 1 special 3 anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes on the much faster fights, I don't even go.
I forgot to throw on the Mag synergy. I always do that. Like, come in here, forget to throw on Mag synergy. I was telling Solid last night, I was like, man, this is why I need access to this content creative beta, so I can go in here, and when I go to test out champions, I don't have to worry about energy, because this is eating away at energy. Even though I probably won't use it much tonight. I'll probably go through, like, I'll probably pick up an extra revive or something before I go to bed.
Legit. Yeah, I love bringing in white mags. I bring them in a lot for war nowadays too.
Yeah. My path is, I don't know, I just don't really ever see a need to bring in white mags for my path specifically. The most annoying node on my lane is, what is it? They put a, what do they put? I think it's Domino on, it's right after the first set of minis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like block, what is it? The block, the one where, like, bubble shield, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And it's absolutely freaking nuts with Domino, just because, like, I just bring an Archangel, so, like, I can get into that fight, shut her down, and shut the node down as quick as possible. But then I have to bring in, not only do I have to bring in Archangel, usually I'm like wanting to bring in like Cable and APOC too, so I can get him as a horseman and get the bleed immunity, so I can use him on node, my next node, which is Chitinous Thorns. So it removes an armor up buff every time I crit, and they like to use Colossus there, so Archangel's not good for that, so it just is like, ugh, I hate taking that many. So when I see when I see someone else hasn't taken it, I'm like, God damn it.
I do the same thing, man. Oh man, we had a what was it, a mole man a while back, and you know, nobody wanted to take it. I'm like, this guy has APOC. I'm like, okay, I'll take him, no problem. Got him a one shot on him, and I had a pretty challenging lane. I brought white mags. There was a Mortal on that path, Ebony Maw, and a Nova with the Ebb and Flow intercept, and I had no deaths that war. I had one death this war because of freaking the parry didn't work for me. I was trying to parry Kitty Pryde on a on her very first. You know, before she had all the prowess, I tried to parry, and it just, I was holding block, and I just got socked up, and I was like, oh man. And then so finally she got up to 3 prowess, and it was kind of like almost impossible to intercept her with Corvus.
Yeah, I absolutely don't like fighting against Kitty Pryde, but I love fighting with her. That's for
yeah,
sure.
me too. Me too. That's
she
for
is,
sure.
She is a boss champ, and I got her at as a 5-star max sig, rank 5, like super nice. I just really wish that I had her as a 6-star.
I got lucky, man. I got her in the featured.
Did you? You grind. Wait, did you grind for her arena?
No, I
you just
got
pulled
lucky
him
too.
Yeah,
one of my last videos I put up on my channel was that feature opening. I was like, I got lucky. I duped her in the same opening.
Yeah,
but
definitely lucky.
Yeah, she's a beast. Sometimes I don't even do any specials. I'll just bring in Tigra and be an unblockable, and I just
don't even throw specials. Just
yeah, she's unstoppable. It's ridiculous. It's like she's super broken.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like she doesn't do a ton of damage when you don't throw your specials, but dang, is it nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, during the longer fights and stuff, of course, I'll start off with a special 3, and then I'll just keep going special 2s, and the incinerates will just keep reactivating, and I'll get it up to as close as I can with 400 and throw off those special 2s, and just so much damage with her too when you do throw a special. Oh yeah. And you're taking this Star-Lord out.
Yeah, dude, and like what you don't realize is like his special 3 does so many hits that's why his hit count is so high. Like 32,000 mediums. Oh my god, dude. That's only with 5 cauterizes. I had 6 the last time I ended this Star-Lord fight. He's ticking for look at those bleeds, dude.
It's just ticking for like 3,500 and 2,000.
Oh my god, that damage cap though, with the heavy, dude. 5 cauterizes hit the damage cap with a heavy.
That's wild.
And like the degen against mutants, that really comes in handy. Like makes him a great option for APOC, makes him a great option for Colossus, makes him a great option for Omega Red. Like even though Omega Red still takes bleed damage, not near as much as when 43k medium, dude. 43k medium. Keep in mind, I don't run assassins. So that didn't get any extra damage from the assassin mastery, and I wasn't getting any extra courage damage either because I wasn't below 50% health.
That's huge numbers for Ultron, and that's that rank 3 love right there.
Yeah, dude. Like, and that was at 6 cauterizes, so I think 6 is a cap, if I'm not mistaken. I do think he caps at 6. I don't think I've seen him go higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended at 43k mediums and 30k light attacks for crits. So
yeah, El Chingon was like
30k regular mediums. So, dude, it's nuts. And he just needs the time to ramp up. But I can't imagine we don't get any more long form content. It's just a matter of time. We haven't gotten any like really big long form content like Abyss in a while. And so I feel like here in the next probably 2 years, I mean, if the game is still running, they're gonna have to release some kind of long form content. he'll probably be a decent option for at least part of it.
I agree. You know, the Gauntlet might be coming back here pretty soon too.
Yeah, and he could be a decent option there. And that's the kind of the point is I got these resources expiring. I can't really continue to be too picky, and he's just an addition to the roster that I don't have as a 5-star. And I just like he does so much extra damage in Act 7, so when 7.4 comes out, the added damage bonus that I'm going to have from having a rank 3 6-star Ultron will be nuts. It'll be
Oh,
nuts.
that's crazy. So
So,
crazy.
gives me another 6-star to use in Act 7. That's why I need to be focusing on 6 stars. Like, I can't justify ranking up a 5-star unless they have insane broken utility like Hercules and my last 2 5-star rank ups were uh, were Hercules and Kitty Pryde, and I took them all the way to rank 5 max sig immediately, and the reason is because like they're just like you for what they do it well, and I don't have that utility as a 6-star, and I'm not going to sacrifice that. If I have them as a 5-star, I'm not gonna not rank them up and sacrifice not getting that utility added to my roster. Other than that, like, there's not too many fights I can't do in the game currently, so since there's not too many fights I can't do, I can't really justify ranking up a 5-star just because I like the champ, I guess, if I don't already have the utility.
I like the way you think, man, and you got to go with what's best for you.
Yeah, so like, for example, right now, I could choose someone new to rank up as a 5-star, a champ that I don't have as a 5 or 6-star, but has similar utility as someone else. Now let's find an example, and this is just broadcasting for everybody else, just so you can understand. For example, Odin. I don't have Odin as a 6-star, but he does decent damage and has a decent synergy, so I could take him up. And when I do bring him in for synergy purposes for someone like Angela, which whenever I'm using Angela, I almost always bring Odin just because like he just makes her even better. And Angela is like another Ultron type character in my opinion that like so underrated. Like she's so good, and her utility with avoiding any damaging debuff. I mean, any damaging debuff is nuts. Like she literally like just shuts down any debuff node.
At like Sig 181.
Yeah, and then if you just bring Odin, I mean it's automatic, dude. I mean it's just automatic. Because it's based on how many, I believe it's how many buffs, unique buffs she has. What's up, BP? Wondering what happened to you? So I moved from Columbus to north about 3 hours in Ohio, and when I moved up here, it's close to my family. I moved in with my father for a bit. The reason I did that was just to save up some money and so I could actually find a place. It's up here in Toledo. I would say like finding a good place to live, but also staying like on a decent budget is hard. So it took me forever to find a good place, and I finally found one. And once I found one, I've been here for about 3 months now, but finally settled in, got my stuff together, and figured I would start streaming again. Alright, anyway, so an example would be Odin. He has very similar utility to other Cosmic Champions. I have a ton of other Cosmic Champions. There's no real reason to take him up as a 5-star. I'll just wait for the 6-star and take up the 6-star when I get him. Versus at 6 stars, I mean, I would much rather rank up my Venom. I already have Venom as a 5-star awakened, and I don't mind duplicating his utility because, well, I mean, he's good at what he does. When you need Venom, he's one of the only champions that can do what Venom does. He shuts down all the Spider-Verse characters, and he eats buffs. He regens when he eats buffs. I mean, he's got some great utility and does some decent damage, so I wouldn't mind having him as a rank 3 6-star eventually, even unawakened. So it just is like I could do that, and I have very similar thing like I just pulled Shang-Chi out of a single pop for a Cav. I've been trying
Nice.
to I've been trying to reduce my Cav openings, but I decided to
Me
go
too.
for Nimrod. I was like, all right, last chance to try to get a 6-star Nimrod, and then if I don't get him, I guess I'm gonna rank up ULTRON. That was kind of what I was gonna do, you know, and so I gave it one good pop, and I pulled a Shang-Chi instead, and so I'm not mad at this because he's also suicide friendly. And being suicide friendly, even though I have him as a 5-star max sig and max level, I don't mind taking him up as a 6-star. Again, he's suicide friendly. He's got so much utility. Arguably one of the best skill champions. Can be hard to use, but he's good on my path for whenever I have to face a thing in war. So I wouldn't mind having 2 of him. That way, if I wanted to explore some AQ and bring a Shang-Chi to war, I could do that. So just very endless. I'm at the point now where I would just rather be taking up 6-stars, even if I already have them as a 5-star, over taking up unique 5-stars.
That's smart. I have a couple 5 stars and 6 stars that are dupes. Like Hercules, I got as a 5 and a 6, Max Sig, rank 5, rank 4 for my 6 star, and then I'll have like Kitty Pride. She's Max Sigs as an R5, and also she's an R3. I'm telling you, like the ones that you use all the time, never a bad call to have an extra set.
Yep. And so the only champion that is on my radar to rank up as a 5-star right now is APOC, because of his ability to make every other mutant good in the game.
Yep.
Like, I wouldn't mind bringing in 2 APOCs, and another reason why is because when you bring in you can bring in 2 APOCs on one pack.
2 horsemen.
And then 1 cable. You bring in 1 cable, and then you can make 2 more horsemen. So you have total of 5 champions, 2 APOCs, 1 cable, and heck, you may not even need a cable if you got 2 mutants to start off fighting against. So you can just bring in, make 2 horsemen. If you're doing long form content, don't mind just wasting a revive. You can literally just end the fight, revive him, and then he'll be
Immediately make a horseman.
Yep, immediately make a horseman twice. So incursions, if you're ever doing like a really big incursions run, you want to make 2 horsemen for incursions, you'll have the option to do that. Just endless opportunities with that. So he's really the only one on my radar as a 5-star to rank up. Other than that, that's about it.
That's cool. I got the featured that I'm saving for. So Null, if I don't pull him, then I'm going to rank up my 5-star all the way. But yeah, man, that logic for APOC is right on, because I have an APOC at rank 5 and I also have an APOC at rank 3, and I use them both. So
Yep.
Good call on that.
Yep. Alrighty, so I do need to do a little bit more leveling up. Let's see here. I know I have Tigra to take. I already took Tigra up a rank. I just haven't invested any ISO into her yet, so I could use her for level up, but I also need to get rid of resources. There is one champion that is on my radar immediately comes to mind that I do need to, I want to rank up. I do want to take the Sigil Witch up. I hear that she actually is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get her awakened. So this is what I said. I'm not taking her to rank 2 until I get her awakened, which I'm like only like 50 credits away. So like, yeah, once she's awakened, I'll be taking her to rank 2. But Hood. So this guy is on my I was going through arena with him, and I was like, this guy does some insane heavy damage. Like, it's pretty nuts. Like, you just double medium, heavy, arena fight over all the time. Like, it doesn't matter like who you're going up against. Medium, heavy. Not even to a, they don't even get an opportunity for one special. That's it. Fight over. And I'm like, dude, he's only like rank 1. Like, imagine that at rank 2 or rank 3. So I'm like, and he's great. for synergy with Ghost. I wouldn't mind having his staggering abilities. Like, yeah, I think I need to take him up. So I think I'm gonna do that. I also have some tier 4 Mystic Catalyst that I need to get down. So I'm gonna rank him up. Just got a lot of basic catalysts. I think what I say I had 13 in Overflow, and it's gonna be more after completing long form content. So even with using all that, I still have expiring T2A in 15 days and expiring T5B in 20. I still have 5 T5B in Overflow. Like I've got so many extra that it's like I'm not gonna wait for my 6-star Nexus, because even if I pop a 6-star Nexus and get one champ that I really like from from exploring 7.2, I will be able to rank them up fully to rank 3 without issue. I have a generic 1 to 2 gem as well, so I've got resources for a while.
Nice.
Alright, let's see what my ISO situation is looking like. So, science is good for a while, skill's good for a while, mutant expiring, so I need to use some cosmic today, and don't particularly need to use my mystic at this level up, so I'll probably wait to level up Hood until next level up. But I do need to use some cosmic ISO as well. So let's see here. I think it's got to be Venom as a 6-star. Alright. Let's get some cosmic ISO and Venom, and then we could probably call it for level up. Do you use any basic ISO to level up champs?
I do. Yeah. What I'll do is I try to have this. I'm so like weird. Like no ISO goes to waste because I've had ISO shortage before.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I'll take all the class ISO if it's within, let's say, 3 to 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's like my marker kind of for the next level up day is like my 3-day mark. But like I'll take up whatever champ I can with all the basic ISO as well. Especially once I get towards the end where I don't want to use the whole 5,000. I'm like, I'll just go ahead and piece it up. But I'll come to a point to where when we do the 4th of July or like a cyber weekend and I go hard, like that's where I run out of ISO. And then I get stuck with like 20 something to 40 something T2 basics and overflow, and it kind of gets bad. So I try to conserve ISO as much as possible.
Yeah. Do you still level up? Do you level up any lower rank champions like 3 stars, 2 stars, 4 stars?
Yep. So all my 2 stars are max rank. I do work on my 3 stars still. 4 stars if I'm like gonna have ISO expired and I don't really feel like putting out like a huge rank up where I'm like I need to think about it a little bit more. I just kind of wait. Sometimes I'll only level up until I get to the units, and then I don't really care about the 6 stone. I'm just like, whatever.
Hit that help button. Hit the help button. I don't know. I'm always scared to hit this help button because every time I've done it, I've had to crash. My game has crashed.
Oh man.
To be honest,
I'm trying to grind for a dupe on Diablo right now.
And maybe they fixed it. I don't know.
Oh, look at that. I can tell you hit the help button because I'm hitting all my plus signs.
Yeah, I might as well just clear them all.
Gosh, I wish they would come out with the help all button. Thanks, Brian Perkins. Great reminder.
Let's hope my game just doesn't crash. If it does, BP, I blame you.
So Putrid, I, and Neb are in the same alliance. We're all in here right now.
Yep. That's where I'm going is the arena next. I'm just going to chat and do some arena.
Yeah, I kind of decided this morning. I'm like, might as well go for a dupe on Diablo since it only went for 49 mil.
Get him in. Come on. What are you doing? God dang, you just keep adding more to my list.
I'm terrible, bro. My bad. Just going
You
through.
can tell you don't hit the help button as you go. I'm like the person that has to, like, when I finish a series, I have to immediately hit that help button. I cannot see the plus signs. Like, they annoy me.
It's like, oh my god, here they come. Oh my
All right, I'm done
goodness.
helping.
Hey,
Screw
I
you.
appreciate all the help, though. I really do. I really do. The other help stuff is like I'm probably gonna be asleep.
Oh man. What are these bundles? Lunar celebration bundles?
Oh my gosh! So they're gonna
Is
try
that
and pull like
horrible?
any gifting event. Oh, these ones. I haven't seen these ones yet.
So you've got a crystal, Shang-Chi's in the crystal, Omega Red's in the crystal, Spider-Ham's in the crystal,
I
Dragon
mean,
Man's in the crystal.
and you get
Dude, Dragon
250.
Man, if you're sleeping on Dragon Man, dude, I don't know what to tell you. If you're sleeping on
So,
Dragon Man,
so two of these crystals are usually 300 a piece in the ISO store. So it's
TBHR global
888.
rank.
I think it's high price. If that would have been at like a 500, maybe.
My Alliance global rank or my personal global rank? My war rating, our war rating as an Alliance is 521. 128 for, what is that? Prestige?
A bathroom.
I don't know. Personal rating. How do I figure out my personal rating? I forget how to do that. Is it...
Alliance rating. Oh, at the top where it says Alliance leaderboard, try to click that green arrow over. Maybe that's yeah, top box.
Top box, where?
So if you go back, you're gonna see like there's a green arrow that's gonna be to the left-hand side, and when you click on it, that'll move it from the Alliance to personal.
Oh, there we
And
go.
that's
Summoner leaderboard. Aha. I've never looked at this. 81,820 is where I'm at. But that's based on what? Total base hero rating? My base hero rating is garbage. Because I don't rank up lower ranked champions. I'm like I've got like 2 4-stars at rank 5. It's like the rest are rank 0. It's like I just... Thanks, Solar. Solar always has the answer. And he's cocky about it too.
Very knowledgeable. Great statistics and spreadsheets.
Always makes me feel like a dumbass. It's okay.
He's my incursion partner.
Yeah. Solar and I have run incursions a few times. He doesn't like running incursions with me because I'm slow. Like, I just take time. I talk and I don't know. I just kind of enjoy doing incursions, talking, chatting. So I get caught up and then I won't like move forward. And he's like, "Are you gonna move?"
I'm in the next room. Oop, my bad.
Oh, it's a good time. All right. Now that level up's done, let me go in here, grind out this 150,000 gold quick. Oh, good opportunity to showcase the
Hey, use your
degen.
ULTRON.
Yeah. It's a good opportunity to showcase the degen.
That's right, because it's a mutant.
And to show his damage and just like his damage, a good chunk of it, like obviously Cauterize helps with the special 3s, but he does a lot of DOT damage even when he doesn't have a Cauterize up, so.
Do that. He did, Solar. He sure did. Undupe just like me.
So I mean, what? How many hits? 1 heavy attack and 21 hits total. Like, for 27,000 health, for like a 27,000, 28,000 health pool. I mean, that's like what, beginning of Act 6, like 6-1, 6-2 health pools, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And that's not bad for a rank 3, 20 hits. Like, there's rank 3s who will still take 40 hits to take down a 27,000 health pool.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, just, that's good.
Beast mode.
Tech combat, what do you know? I need to use my ULTRON more. Alright, time to do a little bit of what I've been avoiding. Gotta run my 6 stars, get my streak going, then I will be done for the night, so I don't know how long it's gonna take me, probably about an hour.
Very jealous of that Aegon you got there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a 6-star Aegon
I've
yet.
not used him once since I've taken him to rank 3.
Oh really?
Not once. Not one time.
Wow.
I mean, in arena. Well, I mean, what's the use for him? I mean, Abyss, right? The reason I
Yeah,
took him to
Abyss.
rank 3 is because I have 4 paths in Abyss to do.
Oh, and Solar says he's pretty good in incursions as well.
Who, Ultron?
Aegon.
Aegon? Oh yeah, dude. Aegon is great for incursions. I just haven't been really doing incursions. I've been slipping up really bad with incursions, which one of my most fun things right now is more champs to add to my roster. And I've also wanted more gold. So since I've been wanting more gold and more champs, I definitely should be doing incursions. Just I don't know. I kind of forget about it. I'm doing arena now. I've been focused on exploring Act 7. I haven't really thought about going in there and just been like spending the extra 1 hour to do incursions.
Solar, I can read your mind. You already know.
But yeah, I mean, I took him up mostly because he's gonna come in handy when I go to do Abyss, and I don't know when that's gonna be. Probably after 7-4.
That's cool. Yeah, I focus on story content mostly myself first. I've been through the Abyss and like
did
I
you
kind
seriously
of
just evade me, you dumb?
He's tricky, especially when parry doesn't work.
Yeah, dude. I've had honestly less issues with parry recently than I have with just flat out lagginess in the middle of fights, and like it'll lag, I'll drop like a frame or two, and then I get comboed like immediately. I don't even know why I'm going to use lower end 5 stars. I'm not gonna be running my 5 stars tonight, so might as well just use my 5 stars to ramp up. You know, there's a few fights I hate taking in arena, and one of them happens to be Void. I freaking hate when people run Void in arena. It's just like, you're such a bitch.
Have suicides on too? Oh hell no.
yeah, I have suicides on. I always have suicides on. So I'm like, if I'm not running a robot or like Ghost or some, good suicide Void counter, I'm like, God damn it, you're such a fucking prick, because that's like an easy and I hate it when like you tap on the series and like you don't see the Void as the one featured fight of the series, so you don't have the opportunity to change which matchup you want. So you're like, I picked this matchup and it sneaky little Void in there. Like fucking 6-star rank 3. I don't care if it's Sig 60 Void. Still kills me in a fucking heartbeat. It's fucking
Oh
bullshit.
man, you keep going because you think you're facing a coal obsidian or some shit, and there's Void. Paired with an Iron Man Infinity War. I mean, he's not that bad. He's just super annoying.
Yeah.
The worst combo, I think, in Arena is Magneto, Apocalypse, and Professor X. Because they have some sort of a health benefit where it takes like 100 hits to kill them.
So, I hate when people bring in Cable and APOC in the same team. Like, you're just a fucking prick. You don't need to do that. APOC does not need his synergy. APOC does not need his synergy for an arena fight. And you're just literally screwing over people, and you know you are. Like, you're doing it on purpose. Because APOC and they have nowhere near the same prestige. So you're not clicking them because they're right next to each other on the top of your list. You're fucking clicking them because you want to put them in a team together just because you want to like get through an arena fight faster. Fuck you, motherfucker. Like you're such a dick.
Man. People do that.
And you could say oh fuck me. So you could say you could also say, well, what about Cable? He kind of in order for him to do insane damage, he kind of needs that too. It's an arena fight. It's not that fucking difficult unless you're going up against a fucking Apocalypse, who's rank 3 or rank 4, with goddamn. I don't know. And then if you're not running suicides, it's a fucking nightmare. Like.
You go to block, he just kicks you in the face, and that's it. It's one combo. You're done. Oh, man.
Fucking pricks.
Leave your APOCs at home. Oh, man. Too funny. Yeah, I kind of still hate fighting Doom in Arena. He takes a while sometimes.
One thing I've really enjoyed about Hercules is his Infuriate. I'm like, man, it makes this super... Because the AI has been, like, extra passive recently. I remember when I started playing the game, the AI was never as passive as it is now. It is so extreme... Like, it makes it intercepting just extremely awful. And Arena, I understand, like, the passive AI, but... Every other game mode, I freaking hate it, and so I don't know. Like, Infuriate is nice. Like,
it sure is.
But here's one thing I hate about the Infuriate as well. If you don't like throw your combo with the right timing, what'll end up happening when you place the Infuriate and you dash back, if you don't light intercept, if you go to medium intercept, so if you just do a traditional backdraft, they will sometimes just throw a light attack. They'll be so like aggressive that instead of throwing like dashing into you, they'll just throw a light attack.
Yeah. And it throws you off, or they won't rush at you. You gotta wait, and it will throw you off too.
Yeah.
But man, it's he's like a cheat code. I've gotten past a lot of different bosses with Hercules. I screwed up.
I can't remember what boss I did. Like, Hercules was definitely not the best counter for it, but just because of his immortality buff, it was a 1 revive fight, fully ramped up in Act 7. I don't remember what I was. I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I literally went in, revived, 20% revive, just one. And that's another thing, is like, he takes full advantage of the 20% revives. Like, so much better. Like, I would much rather use a 20% revive on him than several other champs. And it's just like, are you kidding me? Like, just one 20% revive. I farmed it, and didn't take me long to farm at all.
Hercules goes a long way on that 20%, man. That's for sure.
Oh my god, not just a long way, a super long way, especially if you have the one synergy with him where he takes like 0 parry damage below below 5% and gets perfect block below 5% health. Do you know
Oh,
he
yeah.
has a synergy where he does that? Talking
Yes.
about the fucking asshole. Luckily, I have a Nick Fury, which at first is not good, but he'll shrug off the
Yeah, he
suicide. He'll shrug off the suicide masteries once that, but I
Once
probably
you
won't
get
even. He'll probably die way before then. 2
Oh, you hit-
combos. Yeah. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
2 combos done, but yeah, just in case.
That's another double I got. Nick Fury 6-star, Nick Fury
Oh yeah,
5-star.
dude.
Yep.
Can't miss out on that double. My skill and my mutant roster is just nuts, and I have not went. You would think that I like went for mutant skill. You would think I went for mutant skill 5 stars like my entire being. Nope. I haven't. Cosmic and Tech. I've went from Cosmic and Tech 5 stars pretty much most of the time, and
Ghost Hunt?
yeah, well, I was on a ghost hunt, and then I'm on a cosmic ghost rider hunt. I've opened over 100 cosmic tech 5-star crystals for cosmic ghost rider since he's released into the basic, and went for him in the featured 5-star as well when he was there. Still haven't seen CGR appear.
I hope you get him.
Yeah, dude. I just want the quick damage. Like that he's like one of those champs where you can access high amounts of damage in a very short period of time. And it doesn't and then you have to kind of recycle it, but it's not too difficult, but like he's meant for anywhere between 150 to 300k health pools. Like in my opinion, that's where he really is just like the best, because he can just he can just blow through the fight, not worrying about anything at all.
He's so amazing too for Realm of Legends potion farming. It's just he gets it done quick.
Yeah, I don't even like Realm of Legends. Honestly, with suicides, I just throw in my rank 3 APOC with Cable, fight the first fight, and then that's it. I think I'm above. I think I'm a win streak. Okay, yeah. So this will be the final 5-star fight. I got only 6 stars.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sitting at about 10 mil right now for the basic. I feel if I get to about 20, I'll go ahead and keep going.
So for arena, I can't do that much. I can, for 6 stars, when I run 6 stars, in the featured, I can do 1 round of 6 stars. Usually gets me to 7 million.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm around.
And then it's yeah, just after that is nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not running 5 stars in the featured either. So I'm just like you see how much the 6 stars get, almost 200k per match. You're like, nope, I'm not running at 90k per match.
Yeah, I usually run just my 5 stars. I'll get to about 2,500, and then I'll run them my 6 stars, and I get to about 7,500 on those. And then I just, you just do it twice, and you're done with those arenas. And then the summoner trials, yay! Then you go into those, and I do about 600,000, 700,000 each time in those.
Yeah.
That one takes them.
Our Solar's been telling me forever, just rank up champs. You just rank 1, to rank 1 for 6 stars, and just focus on getting your 6 stars up to rank 1 at the very least. Focus on getting your 5 stars up to rank 3. Focus on getting your 4 stars at least rank 2, if not rank 3, and you will just go through arena so quick. If you just do that for all your champs, you will get through all the arenas. You'll be able to put up so many points. And I'm like, honestly, even if I did get them up that high, like, I don't want to do more than milestones. Like, fuck the extra shards. I'm not putting in that much time for shards. Like, nope.
Oh, yeah.
I'll complain that Kabam's not giving me enough, and I'll stick to that.
I've been trying to work on getting my lower guys up, but my roster's super top heavy. I got a lot of rank 3s and rank 5. I save my rank up materials for that kind of stuff because I haven't been playing. I've only been playing for 3 years. Like if I were been playing for like 5-7 years,
yep.
I have a thicker roster. I'd be able to.
My biggest regret is loving this game, and honestly, like at the same time, not continuing to play it when I was. So you don't know. I don't think you know the story of how I started MCOC. Did you hear the story? Did I mention that at all?
No, not at all.
So I started in I think 2015. Yeah, 2015. And I quit after 2 months. Take one guess why.
Let me just say, like, you found it was too easy?
No. Yeah. This is back when, like, this is way before the 12.0. And I thought, like, coming back, when I did come back in 2020, yeah, so 5-year break, I didn't play for 5 years. My account's where it's at in just a short 2-year time span. But,
work.
Yeah, dude, lots of work. And lots of money, too. But, yeah, premium hero crystals.
Premium hero crystals.
Premium hero crystals. That is my answer.
That's why you stopped? You didn't like the premium hero crystals?
Didn't like them. I spent $1,500 on them in 2015.
Ooh, damn.
I didn't get a single damn 4-star either.
Whoa, they had those casinos wound way too tight.
Well, this was before PHCs got buffed. If you don't remember, PHCs had an even lower drop rate than they do currently.
That's
without
crazy.
The chance for Nexus crystals.
Yeah, that's
And I wanted I had a 3-star duped Venom. I wanted a 4-star Venom so freaking bad. And this is like, I joined right before Venom Pool got released. So, like, initially released. Long time ago. And, like, just imagine if I had just grinded Arena, not spent all that money on PHCs, I would be so far in the game, it's ridiculous. Like,
it's nuts.
For Arena, like, honestly, like, coming into the game now and arena grinding, it's much, much more difficult than if you would have been in the game for an extremely long time.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But you coming back with the roster that you have now, good job, man. That in 2 years is phenomenal.
Yeah. Like I said, lots of money. I just complain because I get, like... The biggest thing is my roster likes to duplicate a lot. So, like, 2 Nick Furies, 2 Apocs, 2 Shang-Chi's, I have 2 Captain Marvel movies, 2, like, which I have 2 Nick Furies, 2 Captain Marvel movies, kind of makes sense, so not that big of a deal. But, like, that's kind of my point, is, like, I have just so many duplicate stuff. It's just, like, but I don't have a Cosmic Ghost Rider as a 5 or 6-star. I don't, like, so there's a lot of, like, gripes. Personal gripes. I understand that I can't have everything I would like, especially when it comes to this freaking game. But
man, when you're pulling so many of those crystals, you should get something,
Yeah, like, I don't know. I've been very dry for an extremely long time. So it's been like 8 months since I pulled like a unique champ that I've wanted to rank up. There's a ton of them. I mean, an absolute ton of them. And then there's some champs that aren't even unique, but I want a 6-star version of. Mole Man is one of them. I've pulled every single champ in the frickin' book, but I can't pull a frickin' Mole Man, my most wanted 6-star champ.
It's always the ones you want the most.
Frickin' stupid. Anyway, oh, Hulkbuster is another thing. I love Hulkbuster. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Hulkbuster. I'm one of the biggest Hulkbuster advocates. Just because, like, a lot of people don't understand how to use him. And once they do, like, I mean, like, they'll understand how his mechanic works. They just won't understand, like, how to go about in a fight, in just a normal fight, not an arena, but pretty much everywhere else in the game. If you use him a certain way, god damn it, did I just go up against a Poison Immune champ with Archangel? Like, oh, what am I doing? If you know how to use him properly, you can guarantee yourself a power drain. So, I'm gonna ask you this. So you know when you know how to use Hulkbuster, right?
You know what? I do, and I got a funny story about him, but I'm gonna let you finish yours first.
So, okay. So my question is when you know the how everybody complains, like sometimes we'll throw a 5-hit combo into go into a special, and then the AI will block your special if you just delay it a little bit.
Yes.
You can use that against the AI with Hulkbuster every single time.
No, I wait for them to put their block up, and then all of a sudden I throw
why do you wait for them to put it up for block? You don't even have to. If you, I'm telling you, if you just try it next time you're running Hulkbuster, try it outside of arena. Do a 5-hit combo, and instead of throwing it immediately, just pause for a second. Give yourself just a little bit of a delay. Like, act like you didn't do it on purpose, right? Almost like you didn't do it on purpose. Like you just accidentally clicked the special button like a hair too late. And if you can learn that timing, it'll guarantee you the AI will hold up its block every single time, because it knows that if it has enough time to hold up a block to block its special, it's going to. Every time. I guarantee it. I've done it with Hulkbuster so much, I've never not had it work.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try that. Definitely. And looks like we got some people up in chat. We got Aldo that jumped in. He wants to know how many 6-stars you have. Solar Flare says, "Damn, it's a shame you didn't have someone a while back tell you the value of Arena."
Oh man, he gets me with that shit every time. Yeah, definitely. That definitely didn't happen. Never had anyone tell me the value of Arena.
Yeah.
Solar
looks
and
like
I, 2 years ago, Solar and I used to stay. We would stay up till. I was bad. I think I was bad for his health. We would stay up in Discord and chat until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. My time, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and he would always be like complaining, like, "I'm gonna go to bed," and then we'd get talking about something, and he'd completely forget that he wanted to go to bed.
Oh man, that happens.
Oh damn, rough life. No 6-star Mole Man, and here I am avoiding taking him to rank 3. No.
Oh man.
What's going on, Dragoon? I saw you in the chat earlier. How you been? Aldo, to answer your question, I have, I think, 103, something like 103 or 104 6-star champs.
Nice.
How? That's a lot.
Oh, Glisser, you're here too. That is a lot, but I've also spent a lot of money, and I've opened a decent amount of Cav crystals and gotten lucky, and even though I haven't pulled the exact 6-stars I want, I've still pulled a decent amount of new 6-stars from those. So, and I've grinded a lot of content. So, yeah. I'm doing well, Dragoon. Moved up to Toledo around my family, and made a transition into a new home. It's a 3-bedroom townhome apartment, which is super nice. It's got a basement, a 2-car garage, like, so it's nice to have like my own office space and a basement. And my office space doesn't have to be in the basement. It's really nice because like all 3 of our bedrooms are upstairs, and this isn't like super like it's kind of old. It's kind of old, but it's got like really good bones. So my kids' room, there's a bathroom that separates us. So streaming, work, not an issue because they can be in their room throughout the day. I can work, and I don't hear them. I don't hear their TV on. You know, it's nice because I have to call people. And then, like, if I'm streaming at night or doing something, talking, whatever, they can't hear me or anything. And my fiance's room is, like, across the way. Or my fiance's room, our room, is across the way. And so when she's sleeping, she can hear me if she's trying. But if we both have the door closed, like, it doesn't really affect her getting to bed. So it's a nice space up here. Definitely enjoy it because you're just it's what you would call utility of a house. Has a lot of utility.
What has changed since you have been gone?
A lot of stuff has changed since I've been gone, Glisser.
Yeah, it's been a rocky road. Not really a rocky road in the community, but like.
Well, I would say it's a rocky road in the community too. A lot of people in the community are absolutely pissed off, especially with the recent announcement about buffing and nerfing.
I honestly don't know because like I wasn't keeping up with MCOC for like a couple months because I just got tired of it. I mean, I don't quit. I'm coming back because I like the characters that have more in a couple of hours.
So Relentless, what's your whole thoughts on the buff nerf?
Oh, the balancing, as Kabam would like to say. I'll tell you this, man. Like, Kabam's gonna do what Kabam wants to do, and I think it was really bad timing to announce that. You know.
Yeah, when there's other thing that needs fixed, I definitely think it's bad timing.
100%.
Now, do you think
100%.
do you think it's necessary though?
Yes and no, and I'll explain that.
Okay.
I believe that there should be no champ that super overpowers everything. Okay, because that'd be no fun. You know, it's just like, you know, you rush through content. It is what it is. And
yeah, I mean,
you know,
it may be fun. It may be fun to initially use the champ just to rush through content, get it all done, get some super awesome rewards. But you know, you talk to people who have all the champs, who have pretty much every champ in the game already, and like only seek pretty much featured champs when they come out, right? Like that's what keeps them coming to the game. And so you talk to them and you know, they'll tell you that like once you get all the content done, especially the ones that are good, like there's people who just suck and spend a ton of money and get all the champs, but there's people who are good and actually like enjoy the game. Once you have all the champs that you want, it's like, what is there to really go for other than new champs that come out? So it makes the game even more boring. So when you release a super overpowered champion, it makes it, like, eventually, like, initially people are going to be super hyped about it, but it, like, down the road it's going to hurt your game.
Right. And as far as champs goes, I 100% agree. Like, you know, you got to have some sort of a balance, but I don't want Kabam to do this. After they release the champ, then they have early access crystals where people put in money because they think a champ is a certain way.
Yep.
And then they put them out in the arena, and then people spend hours and hours grinding for this, you know, putting aside work and family and whatever to get the champ that they want. And then 6 months later, they nerf said champ because they felt like they were maybe too overpowered. You didn't get what you paid for, and you grinded for it, and you put time and effort in for it. That's where I would say shame on Kabam and call shenanigans, straight up.
So, and here, there's a couple ways you could release champs to a beta server that has access to it from not just content creators, but a lot of different people. Let's say if you're a Thronebreaker player, you have exclusive access every single month to a beta server for new release champs. Like if you're a top player in the game, or if you're at top, I wouldn't say top player in the game. If you're like top, basically right now, Thronebreaker is top progression. If you're at top progression level in the game, give them exclusive beta access to new servers before these champs are released, and then once the champs are released, then you can almost guarantee that you're not going to have those issues when you release them.
That is true, but like, I mean, yeah, they could do something like that, because like MCOC is kind of a game, sort of.
I don't know. In my opinion, you could just do beta servers, and yeah, it would initially there would be some champs that didn't get released for a while, obviously. But after 6 months, you'll also have a consistent flow of champs that are coming from the beta over to the main servers, and they'll be in the right condition. They'll still be powerful enough. You won't require as much of a rework when they need reworked. That's the biggest thing, is right now they're releasing champs that, like Psycho Man, like huge example, right? Does have some decent utility, but his damage is so god dang awful that his utility isn't even worth it.
Right.
And so if he was released to a beta server, right, you could have caught that damage up front and made it so you could get a nice balance before releasing the champ. And so here's the thing. This is the reason I think the balancing program is important. My opinion on the reason the balancing program is important to this game. I don't think it's... I mean, you could argue in high tier war it's important. In lower tier war, it's not. It's just not important, in my opinion. I don't think lower tier war, I do not think balancing is necessary. I don't think balance is necessary for AQ at all. Like, yeah, it's a competitive game mode, but it's not, like, truly competitive. But they're wanting, from the sounds of it, they're wanting to introduce the solo competitive mode. And for that mode, balancing is going to be necessary. It's not even a question, right? You look at any competitive game, like, for example, Clash Royale. This is my, like, favorite game to go to for an example of a good of a good development team. They develop very good characters, right? Useful characters, and they rate their usefulness, right, on their rarity level. And so you have champs that are naturally lower rarity or higher rarity. And they have a certain, they have certain mechanics and they do certain things. But then you have, these characters get buffed or nerfed. There's just reworks. Every single month in that game, they rework champions to change the meta of their competitive modes. They, like, every single month. You can never expect, and people spend money all the time in that game to get these things. But here's the thing: they trust that when they invest into their resources, that not only they have a way, the way they go about that game, they have a way to where it's like, if one champ is less strong for a 6-month period of time, one of my other champs that I have will be stronger, right? And I can rely on that. So they change the meta to make certain champs be more stronger during certain periods of times, so it just changes your gameplay and it changes the competitive mode. And in solo competitive mode, if they hope that everybody is not going to be using the same attacker, the same defender every time, they need to nerf champs that are constantly used. It's not about the champ that's overpowered, it's about the champ that's constantly used. That's what that's what everybody needs to understand. That competitive mode, in order for it to work, in order for it to be fun, in my opinion, they're going to need to take champs away that are constantly used. Just have to.
Especially if someone doesn't have a developed roster, that's 100% understandable.
So, and I mean, I understand that's frustrating to some people. Like, if your roster's not developed, right? If your roster's not developed, it can be frustrating if you're limited. If one of the
counters,
one main champs one of your main champs gets nerfed, right? But that's kind of the point. Grind the game, get better, get through the content, get more champs. It increases the longevity of your game.
Exactly.
And
I mean,
some people and it's here's the thing. It's not what they want to. I think what their true intentions are is not another 12-0, right? They don't want to just have an excuse to nerf into the ground, but they realize that you look at War, for example, and the same champs are used on Mini Island, right? In Plat 4, I'm in Plat 4. The same champs, Relentless Share in the Alliance, right? The same champs are on Mini Island every freaking war. Every freaking war. It's like, may one or two champs might change. But you expect to see the same champs on Mini Island every single war. On my path, I see Colossus on my one node almost every single war. It never changes.
Nova with Mighty Charge and Ebb and Flow Intercept on my path every single war.
Yep. And that's kind of my point. It's just like, if you want it to change, you got to take those champs that are constantly used for one thing, and it includes reworking their kit too. That's the thing. If you rework their kit, just give them a different ability and change their abilities up, then instead of Nova being used on the Ebb and Flow node, Nova will have to be used on a different node, and he may be really good for a completely different node now, but he won't be as good for Ebb and Flow Knockdown. So that's kind of the point I'm trying to make, is like, if they learn how to change their champs for the positive, and they only change like one or two champs every month, like one or two champs every single month, just give them, I'm not saying nerf them, I'm saying change them into something different. Make their abilities a little bit different, tweak them a little bit, just so that it refreshes what people have to do in War, what people have to do in solo competitive.
I mean,
I don't know, that's my opinion, I guess.
I mean, the thing is, if you kind of think about it, in 2021, Kabam has released so much broken up champs. Like Kitty Pryde, she's one of my favorite champs, and she's broken. I feel like that Kitty Pryde is someone that is like almost, they try to like replicate Ghost with Kitty Pryde, in my opinion, in some aspects. And try to make Kitty Pryde a better Ghost, but no, Ghost is still better than Kitty Pryde.
No. In my opinion, I think Kitty Pryde is way better than Ghost. Kitty Pryde has a much better mechanic, much more reliable mechanic for dodging SP3s, and she doesn't require a synergy champ to do it.
You don't need Hood. That's right.
You don't need any synergy champ to get her damage. You don't need any synergy champ to do your intercepting. You don't need any you just don't. Like, you don't. If you go unblockable, right, with Tigra, it definitely helps. But Kitty Pryde can also avoid recoil way more consistently. Like, if you know how to play Kitty Pryde, you avoid recoil every single time. She is literally way more suicide friendly. And on top of that, she can be horseman, and I've never used her as a horseman, not yet, not once. And I'm sure you make her a horseman and she just does even more damage. So it's just like, yeah,
she's impossible to hit, because then you go unblockable.
And she's a way better defender. She's also a way better defender than Ghost.
Unstoppable when you touch her.
Pretty Pryde's a really hard defender. I mean, I never did high tier war because my roster's not really that good for high tier war, but I did gold 2 war not a couple months ago, and it helpful a lot.
Yeah, so like I was saying, it's just honestly, like, Ghost is outdated and she's so susceptible to armor break. Tell me one champ that hard counters Kitty Pryde as easily as Ghost gets hard countered. Like, Ghost gets hard countered by a ton of champs. Kitty Pryde has very, very few absolutely hard counters. On top of that, right, you look at Magneto. Magneto shuts down Ghost. You can't use Ghost against Magneto. But you can with Kitty Pryde. And boy, does it help. Because she also has a more, in my opinion, if you know how to work up her invisibility and use it properly, she's also really good at avoiding really annoying specials like White Magneto's special 1.
You can dex every single special with Kitty. I can rush into Mangog's breath. I can rush
special
into
2. Yep.
Winter Soldier special 2 when he's shooting all the bullets and nothing hits me. I mean, I'll lose my prowess, because every time you get a miss, you're gonna, get a prowess taken off. But
Right.
at the same time, I can build that back up. Some fights I don't even throw a special because it's like, why? Why do I want to lose my unblockable with Tigress sitting there and then I keep phasing? And it's just crazy how good Kitty Pryde is. I mean, with Ghost, it's great because like she still has, I believe, a really amazing special 2 mechanic where it's like you swipe back, you get those 3 guaranteed crits right away. I mean, I don't know any other champ that can do that where it's just guaranteed crits, the entire special 2.
Yeah, and again,
if
no
you're like
synergy needed. No
yeah.
synergy needed. And with Ghost, you don't need a synergy for the guaranteed crits. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely helps.
I wonder if they're gonna nerf Kitty Pryde though.
I hope not. I hope not.
No, because I mean, the thing is that Kitty Pryde's like one of my favorite champions in the game that I've played so far. I got her off the Cat Crystal.
I got Kitty off of the Cav.
Nice.
I got Kitty off of the 5-star feature.
Nice. I grinded for her as a 5-star, and then I pulled her off this last feature twice.
The 5-star feature, dude, I had to pop 25 of them to get her though. It took 25, but then it was my 24th champion out of the, I didn't get a single feature, not a single feature champion for 23 crystals. My 24th crystal was Hercules, my 25th crystal was Kitty.
Nice.
So I was pretty happy with that considering I didn't have them as a 5-star, and I absolutely regretted not going for 6-star featured crystals with Hercules, because also Torch was in that crystal, and I wouldn't mind having a 6-star Torch because I have a rank 3 Nick Fury, rank 3 Aegon, I will have a rank 3 Doom, and
Horseman.
And yeah, and I'm only missing a 6-star Torch.
He's coming.
I think I hear your TV or whatever in the background.
Turn it down just in case. What about now?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
No problem. No big deal. I don't mind too much as long as people aren't complaining about it. I don't care that much. I think most people hear it in the background of us talking and aren't really noticing it. It's just something that I notice after probably 10 minutes of hearing it. I don't. Yeah, I could probably go back and stream. I bet I've heard that TV for a while and I just didn't pay attention.
My bad. I'd always take it down. Oh man. Getting that Garena grind going though. Are you saving up for 4th of July already?
Saving, I mean, I gotta get through 7-2 and then I'm gonna have to get through 7-4. So I'm going to try to grind as many resources for getting through 7-4 as possible, but depending on the final boss, we'll see. If it's like a team revive type final boss, which from the looks of that Kang, it looks like you're going to want to use team revives on him, kind of like the Grandmaster. So, and the same thing goes with Gwenpool. I guess you could use solo revives on Gwenpool because, I don't know, I just got to get the hang of fighting her again. I only used like
Hercules does great with her, by the way.
really
Great. Oh yeah, because
just
he
the
can.
indestructible.
Because that precision, he can. He goes through the mist when she's in that Invisible Woman stage. I hate that stage, but like, yeah, he's awesome. But
Because of the
I don't.
precision? The
Yeah, I
precision.
believe whatever he gets, doesn't he get like some sort of a true strike from that, or
He
kind of
gets it. He gets on a special one, but it's not from his precision. It's from a vigilance, but he gets some kind of like vigilance
vigilant?
buff.
That's what it
It's like a
is. Yeah,
vigilance or true strike or true what is true something buff. He gets some type of buff that allows him to
bypass
completely
the miss. It's awesome.
bypass miss. Honestly,
Yeah,
though, I feel like Professor X would be better.
he's good for the reverse controls, but I find that the reverse controls are pretty easy. I'm like, it's whatevs. And it's only for that one stage, only for that one phase, the very beginning. So I don't know. I like Professor X on her too. I can't complain. I got pretty far with Professor X.
Honestly, if I wasn't running suicides, I'd probably use Sorcerer. Like Sorcerer Supreme is like one of my favorite champs in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know why. She's just enjoyable to play in my opinion. Um, she's got a lot of utility.
Yeah,
But
big time.
she's definitely one of my favorite champs to play in the game, and I if not running suicides, but I run suicides almost all the time, so I never really play her. It's sad. Cry cry.
I just put him back on today for war. I placed my champs without him, and then I put my suicides on once I went to go attack.
Yeah, I mean, I do that when the option's there, but honestly, like we're on the cusp of Plat 3. If we were like actually in Plat 3, like guaranteed Plat 3, I'd probably stop running suicides for war. But I'm not going to through all that effort in for just Plat 4 because we can maintain top of Plat 4 with me running suicides.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So until I know for a fact we really need me not to run them, I'm gonna run them.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not
Yeah.
wasting all those units. Like that's a lot of units to
gets
go back and forth.
gets you through arena faster.
Arena, AQ, like I use Corvus in AQ. I'm my rank 3 Corvus, like let me tell you about some damage. On Foresight node, it's absolutely nuts. Talking about like 26k mediums.
You know,
Oh, that's wild.
MCOC is an option game. So basically, what MCOC lacks from other gacha games is that like basically you're right about the whole beta thing that like maybe you should be able to test a new champ because like what Genshin Impact does is that they test a new champ. I mean, they let you test a new character that's in the banner that you want. They let you go to like a beta and test it. So like MCOC figures something like that too. Sorry. I don't.
What is all this VYN FYI crap? Is that like like some kind of bot?
Yeah, I figure that guy's a bot.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, he's giving you the logarithm right now, the good stuff.
Well, you have 9 people watching on your comeback. That's surprising.
Solar said, yeah, just a random bot.
Especially since you've been gone for like so long. You've like not streamed the whole
I can't believe I have 8 people watching. I mean, obviously you, Glisser, and Solar, but that's and then myself, so that's 4. There's 4 other people that are in chat watching. I wonder, probably Dragoon at the very least. There's 4 other people in chat. I got 8 viewers for like the first stream back in a while, and I really haven't done much. So, I'm like, I'm doing pretty well there. Like,
Well, I mean, now it's gonna be a little bit easier. Like, I feel like that if you were streaming through 2020 and 2021, you would be able to get into the CCP if you wanted to, because like, there's a couple people who had like very low subscribers and they got into the CCP.
you can still have low subscribers and get into the CCP. You just have to make good videos showing how to sell their champions for them. I mean, it really is. It's absolutely the truth.
That's
Pretty much oh, sorry.
I'll go.
The only thing I would want to bring CCP for is because for the beta. That's the only thing.
Oh, I need to not die here.
Yeah, it'd be a cool practice place to go. I know when they would always send out the beta invites and stuff when I'd say, hey, check out chapter 7.4, and it's fun to go in there and mess around with it. You know, everything costs like 1 gold, and you know, the revives are endless. So it's not a bad thing to practice.
Yeah, it's really nice. The thing is, like, it's not meant for content creators to practice. It's meant for content creators to test their shit inside.
True that. Yeah, because that's why you're wondering, like, how are you so good at that? Oh, you can go right to that champion, can't you?
That's why a lot of people have been setting chat to sub only. Oh, the random bots.
Yeah, that and other stuff that happened.
So Relentless, have you gotten any? Sorry to cut you off, Glisser. I just had a quick question while I'm thinking about it. Have you learned how to play Tiger yet?
I love playing Tiger. I brought her to the last incursions with Solar and I, and she handles even against the freaking robots. She's really good. I'm not as experienced as Buddy Lee or like MSD, like not even close. But I love to play her. I can get through Realm of Legends with her like and not die.
I've got like a decent. I can get through Realm of Legends, but I've got like a decent handle on understanding her. But I really need to look up like videos and learn, because she's such a great synergy partner for Kitty and I use Kitty so much. It's just like with 7.4 coming out, I know I'm going to be wanting to use Kitty, and if I can learn how to play her and have her at least at rank 2, she'll be such a help.
So with Kitty, the basic stuff is if you I'm pretty sure you know, you just get both of her buffs active and then you hit them with a special 2, but you push back before you go to the special 2, because that way you go unblockable. But you know, the more advanced stuff is her spacing. So her spacing is crazy. So whenever they throw like a projectile, don't stand back. Try to get close to them. And if it's like let's say a Joe Fix-It, where he like reaches in and then he pulls his gun out and goes, go up to him, throw a light, and then hold heavy, because it'll put you right next to him. So once he's done, when you pop up, pam, 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 you're already throwing ruptures on him. If you're across the screen trying to, block one of those projectiles, you get caught every time. Like you'll be in midair and somebody will come and smack you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've kind of learned a little bit.
Yeah, her spacing I can learn. I have to understand her mechanics better. That's my issue, is like I don't understand her mechanics well enough right now, and I haven't taken enough time to really try to figure it out. So
do you know her rotation?
No. I didn't know she had a rotation.
2 different ways you can do rotation. So if you run suicides, you want to go all the way to your special 3 first, because that's going to put I don't know what each buff is called, but there's an orange one and a blue one. You know which one I'm talking about?
I mean, I have an idea. No, not really.
Okay, so she puts
it's kind of like Hit Monkeys, I know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll call it buff number 1 and buff number 2. But when both buffs are active, then that's where she does the most amount of damage. So she's going to get a lot of damage off of those 2 things. And plus, however many ruptures you have. So when you do a heavy, you're putting a rupture on. And what's cool is she doesn't add too much power to the defender. So you can keep on stacking these ruptures up all the way until you get to a special 2. Once you get to a special 2, if they're not close to a special 3, swipe back, because when you swipe back, that's going to make her unblockable. Once you hit the special 2, she'll fly out them and she'll start ripping it in half. Honestly, like Winter Soldier is like perfect to practice on because he has a short burst where you can like hold down heavy, like real close to him. But then he's got that special 2 where you got to kind of like, learn your spacing with that. He's a really good one to practice on. So Realm of Legends, first fight, Tigra, all day long. That's a good one to practice with.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely, see, like I said, I kind of understand, like, how to get ruptures. Like, I know you have to bait their heavy and throw your heavy in order to apply ruptures. Because if you try to parry in heavy, it doesn't apply ruptures.
You could. I mean, some people will hold down block and wait for them to throw their heavy, but like, if you got them in the corner and they have like below a bar of power, you can just keep holding down heavy and just bam, bam,
spam. Yeah. But see, the thing is, the fights I've been using her for, I haven't really been like intent. Like, I've only had her. I only have her in rank 1, so like, she's kind of a noodle at the moment.
So what you want to do right off the bat, I think a lot of people like to heavy right off the bat. Don't do that. Go ahead and parry and do a 5-hit combo as much as you can get them into the corner. Even if they like block the next one, just do 4 hits. Boom, boom, boom. You're getting them closer to the corner. Once you get them to that corner, let them throw their special 1 and then have at it. You can throw like 4 ruptures on them before you hit your special 2. And then you'll still have both your buffs up. Because once you're hitting the opponent, you're good. As soon as the opponent hits you, then that's when those buffs start to dissipate. Or if you go too long without hitting your opponent, so you want to keep those buffs up. And on shorter fights, so if you're not using suicides, like I said, you want to go to special 3 first. If you're in a longer fight and you're using suicides, if you're not using suicides, just go ahead and use a special 1 because that'll power up 1 buff. The next one will power up another buff, and then you can go to your special 2. It'll be a shorter fight, but usually people that have suicides, they don't want to lose their health, unless it's going to be like their last fight or something like that. Buddy Lee, believe it or not, if you go check out his video on Tigra, he explains it really well.
I'll have to.
Yeah. Him and MSD. If you learn from anybody, go to those 2 guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up all the talk time. Y'all still there?
No, I'm here. I actually enjoy you taking up some of the talk time. less talking I have to do. You don't want a silent stream.
Gotcha. Good. Yeah, she's a blast, man. She's really, really good. Very useful.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just the same reason I want to take up Hood, right? Like, I know for a fact I'm going to be, like, bringing them in. Or, like, sometime, like, right now, when I bring Ghost in, I need to rank up Wasp, too, because when I bring Ghost in, I'm bringing in 2 champs that I'm not gonna, like, I just can't use. Like I use them and they die before they do any damage. So I would really enjoy being able to bring in a full set of champs that all can be used at the very least.
Exactly.
It makes paths easier.
Yeah, and one thing I found out with using Kitty Pride is sometimes I won't bring Tigra because you don't want to push them to a special. So if you go in and you hit against their block, it's like, okay, whatever, I'll bounce back and then I'll come back in and phase and dodge a special. But if you go in and you hit them and you're unblockable, you're going to give them power when you hit them. You know, so you can push them to a special 3 if you're not careful.
So this is what I mean by hood. Double medium, heavy. Every time.
It's wild, man. That's crazy. You're gonna make me want to rank up my hood on dupe. You're gonna make me choose the dupe on hood instead of the dupe on Diablo while I'm grinding this arena.
Oh wait, are both in the arena right now?
Yep. So it's a rework champion. So it's gonna be Hood, Diablo, Ronin,
Oh man.
Groot. Yeah.
Because I could really use. There's so many dupes that I could use as a 5-star.
Man, you can start right now.
Hard. A 5-star
No, you
couldn't
can start-
be that hard to get.
Nah, not at all. You'll get the 5-star. You know what I mean? If you go in right now, what is it? The basic arena, what, at 17 mil, I would guess?
Yeah. Still a lot of work.
Yeah, it's still a lot of work.
Like,
Not
don't get
even
me
at
wrong.
17 mil.
Don't
Not
get me
bad at
wrong.
all.
My 5-stars alone can do like 3 mil per grind, and I can grind my 5-stars almost 3 times a day.
That's cool.
So, I mean, that 9 a day. Right now, I could easily get it. But do I want to? I should have done it over the weekend is what I'm kind of regretting.
Man, I couldn't have. I had too much going on. So I was like, I'm going to do it after.
And don't get me wrong, I'm busy on the weekends too because it's my only days off, but like during the week, like I don't want to grind while I'm at work. I just don't.
True. True that. You get in
Like-
trouble.
Well, no, I don't. See, here's the thing. I don't get in trouble. I can definitely grind while I'm at work. Do I want to? No, because work itself is a grind, right? So why am I
Yeah.
Why would I double grind? Like, it makes
True.
no sense. Like, I don't want to. If I'm gonna, like, if I like stop doing work to do something, I want to watch a YouTube video. Like, I enjoy watching like a lot of cooking YouTube videos.
Sam
to
the
be
Cooking
honest.
Guy. Check out Sam the Cooking Guy.
Wait, what?
There's this guy that I watch on YouTube called Sam the Cooking Guy. He's like this sarcastic guy that likes to grill. He actually makes some good recipes. I checked out his recipe on
I
Friday
don't watch
today.
that one.
Yeah, he's kind of cool. So check out Sam the Cooking Guy just in case you want to.
I will, because I really do enjoy cooking stuff. Also, you should check out Joshua Weissman. If you haven't, if you enjoyed the cooking stuff, Joshua
right.
Weissman is who I usually watch a lot of. And also, I don't know, I enjoy cooking. I enjoy watching cooking stuff, and I just sit there and don't do anything and lose myself on YouTube, or I'll throw on Netflix or Solar Stream, you know.
Oh man, I love it. You know, it's cool, man. Watching YouTube at work with my boss and stuff too. It's just like, as long as I'm getting my work done, everything's good. You know, so I'll grind at work if I have time. But like you said, at work at times is a grind because sometimes I'll get got a Zoom meeting. I got like 2 of those usually a day, and then I have my students calling in to me, and
Are
I'm
you a professor of some sort?
No, I'm not a professor. So I work in admissions. So I'm the person that tells you whether or not you can get into college. And then if you can, then we help you out with enrollment.
Ah, so you're the asshole.
I am the asshole, yep.
So how'd you land that role? Out of curiosity, did you like go to college yourself? And
Oh man, so my whole thing is like when I went to college myself, I was in kinesiology. So I was studying sports medicine at the same time I was a personal trainer. Finally, I left school. They're like, we want you to be a manager at 24 Hour Fitness since you're doing so well in your sales, personal training. I want you to show other trainers how to do that. We're going to pay you this much. And it was more than what I would have made as an athletic trainer with a 4-year degree. So I bounced. I was like, I'm out of here. And what was great is I got to train a lot of cool people. I trained Kevin Mitchell. He was a 1989 Major League and MVP. I trained Chris Boyer from the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Show out here in San Diego. So they would bring me on the radio for free fitness tips and stuff like that. So I kind of became a little bit popular out here in the fitness industry, and they made me a district manager where I was in charge of 11 clubs. Well, I ended up opening 4 of my own gyms with a trainer of mine and one of our other clients. So then, I opened gyms, and that's what I did as I did that in my 20s. Like I was in my early 20s all the way through my late 20s. Once I finally hit 31, we sold the business. And I thought I could retire off a nice chunk of change. Well, being a young person and, missing out on my whole 20s because I was such a responsible person as a manager, I parted a lot of that money away. And then I'm like, well, I got a son. I got a life. I got things I got to take care of. So then I was like, I got to go back to work. So
how old's your son?
My son's 16 now. So it's a trip. So this was like 14 years ago. So he's like 2 years old. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to work.
Damn, you don't sound that old.
44, believe it or not, 44.
Yeah, you honestly sound like you could be in like low 30s.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And, so then, I was like, okay, so then I helped my dad with his painting business for a while because he had his own business. And then I was like, I'm going to find my own job and, with good benefits and stuff like that. And then
I went. Benefits.
Right. And then my uncle was like, well, why don't you apply for the university? Don't you want to finish your degree? They'll pay for it. And I was like, yeah, I do. So then when I got in, I switched over from kinesiology to business. Once I got my bachelor's degree, I went straight in, got my master's in 18 months, a little under 2 years, because I wasn't going to learn that math all over again. That was the hardest shit ever. Is once you leave college to try to relearn formulas and how to do all that stuff, it was rough.
Fuck that all up. Yep.
Dude.
Yeah,
so then, so then I went into so then I went into the education field, and they're like, hey, you're pretty good with this, and you got a talent for this. Why don't you go in and help our students enroll? And I was like, okay, cool. And then so I did that for a while, and then they made me an admissions advisor. And then so I was like, okay, cool. So they're like, well, you'll get the student, you can tell them whether or not they can go to school. And I was like, all right, cool, that's what I'll do. So that's what I'm doing now, is like I get in and I check your credentials, make sure everything looks good, put you through an application, and check it.
So otherwise, stuff you really don't really need to go to college for.
Right. And it's just...
But you gotta have the degree, you gotta have the paper, like...
You gotta have the paper.
I gotta paper.
People that are like, I've been in my job for like 5-10 years, and now all of a sudden they want me to have this degree or they're gonna fire me. I'm like, dang. So I've heard those stories before.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I definitely don't think that's gonna happen to me. As far as like ever needing to get the paper, which is nice. Dog?
Yeah, dog's having an asthma attack. I'm like, calm down, Biscuit. You're a good girl. There you go.
What kind of dog?
She, Boston Terrier.
Okay.
And there's another dog here too. It's my son's. He's a Dotson Lab Mix. He's a long dog. Lengthwise. Oh man. Do you have any pets besides the fish?
Used to. When I moved to my dad's, I got rid of my 2 cats. So sad.
Yeah. That's a bummer. Sometimes you got to make those sacrifices. I hope the kitties went to a good home.
Yep. Fortunately.
That's good.
Hardest thing I ever had to do, but yeah, they got me through a lot. Before the kids came around, but had kids and had to make better choices for them. So anyway, the job that I do, so I work from home. I got kind of fortunate, but I used to run my own business, very similar, to your story, right? Used to run my own business, and then it was a vape business, and I don't know if you know anything about it, but it just didn't go well at all. the industry just completely collapsed. Didn't
Right.
do, I mean, an absolute crap ton of business, and I mean, I did enough to survive, and you know, for a single guy at the time, wasn't that bad. Then I met my fiance, and she had a child, which is my first child. His father's not in the picture, not even a little bit. So I do have plans to adopt him, and then we ended up having another. And so that being said, it was just like, I need something different, need something at least a better income, like more consistent income. That's the thing, like more consistent. But I looked and looked and looked, and like I'm not working at like Speedway for $12 an hour, like with a whole family to take care of, and my fiance has to be home to take care of the baby. And so if she has to be home to take care of the baby, you know, where does that leave me? So, you know, it's like, how do I do this? So how do I do this? So then I decided to, you know, just, I like mass applied to jobs, did a lot of interviews. Then there was this sales company that, you know, it was like, they laid out their sales plan. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. They sold Spectrum in Walmarts, believe it or not. And, like under a third-party seller, and so it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be doing, but I knew that if I did it, and I did it well, I could make a lot of money. And yeah, it wouldn't be completely consistent, but I would have, you know, if I got good at it, it would be consistent enough over a period of time where I just make sure I save money for downtimes. And I did that for a year, or just over a year. Worked up a ton of sales experience. I was actually top in sales for my company in the state of Ohio. And I did a good job, made a decent amount of money doing it. Problem was, COVID struck and could no longer work inside of Walmart. So I got sent home for a while with a guaranteed income since I did so many sales for my company. My boss really appreciated me and she wanted me to stay around. So she didn't want me going anywhere else, and you know, that being said, she paid me like $1,000 a week to stay at home, do some Zoom meetings, train people, and get ready for when COVID ended. Well, when we were finally allowed to like start doing sales again, like there's just no one wanted to talk to you. Like with COVID and everything, like sales are almost impossible. Like face-to-face sales are almost impossible. Like they don't want to, they don't want anything to do with you.
Right.
So
Even worse.
yeah, it just wasn't very good. And so I had to find something else, and luckily before I stopped, you know, getting any kind of pay, or before things got bad, I was able to find another job. The problem is that the job that I currently have, the company, alright, I need to be careful with this also. Anyway, so the job that I currently have, when they hired me, they told me that they couldn't start me for 3 months. Like, I had the job, but they told me it was going to be 3 months because they wanted to wait for me to be able to work. It was an inside sales job, and it was going to be calling from a call center. So I was going to be working inside a call center. Well, COVID, you know, was 3 months later, COVID was still a major thing. So they ended up starting us from home instead of inside this call center.
Nice.
And it wasn't going to be a permanent work from home. And then they decided, well, after, you know, 6 more months and COVID still being like a real thing, they decided to extend permanent work from home positions. I got offered a permanent work from home position, and this is when I still lived in Columbus. And as soon as that happened, I was like, wow, I can take this job and move to move around my family where I have more help. And if I can find a way to figure out having my kids babysat by family while my fiance will actually be able to work. So if she can work, full time, that's 2 incomes instead of 1. So that ended up happening. Now she's a full-time pharmacy tech. She's working towards, getting her farm tech license in there. That's good for her, and I continue to work from home. My kids get babysat when they can by their grandmother, and when she can't babysit, I watch them while I'm at home. And that's what I was talking about. Is like this place actually allows me to watch them while I work, because I can put them in their room, give one a Nintendo Switch, one a tablet, or let them watch TV, whatever. Like, I understand it's not exactly what you want for your kids, but it keeps them out of my hair while I work. It keeps them out of each other's hair while I work, and allows us, our family, to have 2 solid incomes. So it's kind of necessary at the moment. And my 5-year-old, he goes to school half the day, so it's just my 3-year-old. So I don't really, there's not too much to be concerned with. I try to give him some interaction throughout the day, so he's not just sitting around like parentless all day long. But I make sure he's fed, whatever, and my job allows for me to take that time to do it too. So definitely lucky. And as far as my job's concerned, I actually got promoted into a new position twice. So went from inside sales to a solar development team, where we basically it was going to be a solar sales position. At first, that's what it was. And I was the first full-time hire for this solar program that we started. I worked for an energy company, and so I was the only one doing sales. I did a very good job. He brought on more people to do sales, and I helped train them. And then once we ramped up and started doing door-to-door sales for this solar program, there was a new position, like a completely new position for the company that opened up, and I was asked to do it first because I was the first full-time hire. My boss wanted to give me an opportunity to be in a different position. Now this position, it would involve some sales lingo, like I would have to do potentially a little bit of like selling our product in a sense, but I wouldn't be signing a contract. I wouldn't really be responsible for bringing in customers. My responsibility is mostly post-contract. So
Customer service.
yeah, it's like a customer service. It's like a customer liaison. Basically almost what you do, right? Like you handle telling customers yes or no, and I handle telling customers, making sure they have their documents signed, making sure their questions get answered, and then on top of that, if bad news comes down the line and we can't work with them because there's just something preventing them from working with us, then I have to give them that news too, or if their rates gotta change, stuff like that. That's all on me. So I'm a really good guy. I get on their good side, and then when I break them the bad news, they're like, "Oh, we know it's not your fault."
That's cool. See,
so
separate it.
right. So, but I'm very fortunate because now I don't have to do sales. I live on a very consistent income. The company I work for, they are very generous to their employees. I've been working there for now. August will be 2 years, right?
All right. Nice.
August will be 2 years, and for the first year, they gave you 11 hours of PTO per month, paid time off per month.
Nice.
That's a lot of paid time off for a first-year employee.
Yeah, it's huge.
Right? Think about this, though. Year 2, it got increased to 15 hours per week. So I get 3.5 weeks of paid time off per year.
That's
full
amazing.
Full pay.
After 2 years.
After 1 year. No, after 1 year. In year 2.
That's crazy.
Dude,
What
that's
do you get
nuts.
year 3? Does it
Now,
cap you at year 5, or is that
no, it
always gonna?
capped. So it doesn't go up again until year 5. At year 5, it's 18, and then at year 10, it's 19. At year 15, it's 20. It's capped at 20.
That's great because I get 5 weeks a year, as far as that goes. Plus, I get 2 weeks of sick time just in case.
Right. But for a job where I didn't have to have a degree, right? I didn't have a degree. I don't have any paper. I have some college under my belt, but nothing from college that's going towards the experience. And it's just, yeah, it's a lot for not having anything, right? On top of the fact that I also get paid holidays. We get every government. I got Martin Luther King Day off and got paid for it.
We get those ones off too. It's kind of nice.
Well, yeah, you're a government. You're technically considered a government employee, though, aren't you?
Yeah, and I work from home too, 100%. So it's
Right.
kind of nice.
So you understand all those benefits that I'm getting, but see,
Oh,
here's the
yeah.
thing: you had to go back to college, spend the money, and
Mhm.
well, they paid for it, right? But you had to go at least do all that work. I didn't have to. I found a company that was willing to take me on. Now you probably get paid a much higher base than I do, but for not going to college, I get compensated very well, and I'm
Awesome.
thankful for that. Now, I don't have government benefits. I still have to get on an HDCP plan, which is a high deductible health insurance. So I pay it's good insurance, don't get me wrong. I pay $330 a month. So $330, $340 a month, somewhere around there for a high deductible insurance plan for the family. So I have all 4 of us covered. So 2 children, 2 adults for $330 a month is not too bad, and it comes out pre-tax. But here's the thing: they also give us an HSA, which they contribute to every month, and I don't have to contribute. They don't match. So here's the thing: it's not like a matching program. It's whatever, as long as I open a health savings account and participate in our biometric screening program, like a
Yeah, we
a health program, they give me $150 a month in my health savings account, and that's good for, I can use that as an emergency, braces.
We only get $650 a year for
No,
air,
we get
air-
like, what is it? After a year, I think it's
So
150 a month. It's like
we get
1500. We get like 1500 a year.
right. So we get 1,500 a year, and then we get an extra 650 if we do the biometric screening.
No, so I just get a flat 1500, but the biometric screening is a prerequisite. I have to do that. I don't have a choice.
Got you. Okay, so we get a little bit extra, but still, it's like
but I didn't go to college. I didn't
Yeah.
I only worked for the company for a year, right? I only worked. It's not like somewhere I had to work my way up. Think about this. This is like entry level shit. If I stay with this company for 20 years, imagine where I will be after 20 years. They also like, if I have another kid, right? They have paternity leave. So I get 4 weeks of paid time off by my company, not unemployment. By my company, I get 4 weeks of paid time off if my fiance has a baby, to help her take care of it.
We have that too, and if the female, like if you're the one that's pregnant and having the baby, I think they get like 2 or 3 months, but the male always gets 1 month.
But
off.
like, think about it. I don't know about where where do you live, if you don't mind I ask?
I'm in California.
So you guys get a lot more benefits than I do in Ohio. Like, just
there's a lot of programs here, but
there's a lot of programs,
right? To live out here.
Right.
It's crazy.
And it's not hard. They're not as hard to access as they are around here. They're very hard to access around here. But let me tell you this: like, around here, factories do not pay worth a shit, right? Like, I was looking into getting a factory job before this one, and they wanted to pay me only $13 an hour to work 40 hours with no paid time off no holiday, like you got holiday pay, but no holidays off. Like it just like a shit job, like, and like yeah, you can work yourself up, but they like lay out like a but like a structure where you can get um they lay out a structure where you can get like raises. So they lay out a raise structure from the time of employment, and they were only like gonna give you like $1, not even $1 a year raise. So after 20, so I mean, and that's only for like the first several years, right? So like I'd have to be waiting like to make my desired wage. I'd have to wait like 5 years just to make my
Damn.
desired wage 5 years ago. And that's the thing is like 5 years from now, my desired wage is gonna go up by probably that much. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I was like really scratching my head back then, and like it was worth waiting the 3 months that it took for them to actually like bring me in. They gave me the job, just had to wait 3 months, and it was worth it. It was let me tell you, it was scrappy until then. Like I had to scrap for money around that time, but
Now you're like, I'm good.
yeah.
Like everything is good.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong. There are a lot of better things, but it's by no means great. I still have a lot of poor like choices that I made personally that I have to pay for, and by pay for I literally mean pay for. So credit card issues, just I have problems. I made a lot of mistakes, some things I knew, some things I didn't.
If
But
you
nothing-
knew then what you know now, would you have spent $1,500 on
No,
premium hero crystals?
hell no.
Hell no.
But that's
Oh,
that lines up with kind of what I'm going at here is that I needed, like, back then, you know, I didn't know how dangerous some of my spending was, and I didn't do, like, I don't know, like, I have excuses, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to go into those excuses, but at the same time, I could have still done better.
Right. I hear you. Hindsight's 2020, man. You know,
always,
you live in,
always 2020.
you know, but you're doing everything that's right now, you know, and that's what matters. You're in a good position. You've worked hard for it. You've made your sacrifices. You know, you're trying to correct what you can, you know, and it's just life,
It's a grind.
man.
It's a grind,
It
just
is
like what I'm doing.
It's a relentless grind. Hey.
Oh, dude.
Terrible.
That's
Terrible.
so no. That's such a boss move right there. Oh shit.
Bad jokes. Good Lord.
No, no, but to be
Just
honest,
trying to be funny.
life is it's all positive though. Life is way better now than it has been ever. So like when things happen, when bad things happen, it seems like now it's like when I get negative news or when something comes up, car needs fixed, whatever, right? Yeah, it sucks, but it doesn't suck near as bad as when things used to come up. It was like, how am I going to survive? You know, it was a question that I used to have to ask myself. How am I going to get myself through this? And then I found a way to get myself through it, but it was like, yeah, it's just, now it's not near as bad.
Right. That's right. Sometimes you just, it's a different struggle, you know?
Yep.
Like, now, how am I going to pay the rent? Do I have to go to one of those check cashing places for a cash advance type of a thing? And now it's just like, gosh, I'm trying to pick out the color of my son's car now. I mean, it's just like, wow. Like, you know, you come to a different point in life where it's like, I know rent's taken care of and all the other bills, but gosh, now I got to try to get my son a car. And,
yeah. Like right now, like I like put like this chair, right? I'm surprised it hasn't done it already, but like it randomly, like the mechanism in it is just not very great, and it randomly drops all the way down, and I'm not gonna do it in fear that it's gonna change, but it'll drop. So I'll be like, instead of up here, I will be, oh shit, I thought that fight was over. Anyway, have you ever done that? Thought a arena fight was over and
I've
it
done that
wasn't? You're like,
twice already. Yes.
but
And all of
anyway.
a sudden they got Heimdall on the team, and you're like, oh shit! I totally forgot.
Or like you'll forget you hit the continue button and to go to the next fight, and so like they're just dropping your champ. Your champ's just dropping health and you're chatting away and you're like, oh shit, I'm fighting. I thought the series was over. Anyway, so I'll be like up here, right? And then I'll drop and my head will be literally like this high instead of this high. So it's like it's horrible. And I work, like I sit in this chair most of my day. and
you want to be up that level so you can put your elbows on the desk, type comfortably, you know.
Yeah, exactly. My elbows are perfectly on the desk, my feet are flat on the floor. As is.
Perfect. Yeah,
But
that's good.
let me tell you this, it's at its highest setting. If it goes any lower, that's not the case. So
I like that chair though. It looks nice.
yeah, I mean don't get me wrong, it's a great chair. And it's not like super uncomfortable, but it's already been replaced once under warranty and now it's not covered, so
What kind of?
it's like some kind of Office Max version of a gaming chair, kind of like a DX Racer.
All right, gotcha.
It's got moving arm rests. It's got you can raise, lower the arm rest. It's got a headrest. It's got a lumbar support. That's all right. The ass, when you sit down, the ass doesn't feel like you're digging into metal. So it's got a decent cushion, and I'm a heavy guy. I'm 240 pounds, down from 270. So you as a trainer can probably appreciate that.
Congratulations! Oh yeah.
The M&Ms don't quite help. To be honest, these are my kids, and I brought them up here. I brought them up here as a dessert for cleaning their room tonight. So.
Oh, that's cool. Got to reward.
Always reward. I love rewarding. I also am a fan of making sure that they see discipline when necessary. So I don't take discipline lightly, but I also overdo rewarding. In my opinion, I spoil the fuck out of them. Like
that's good.
I spoil the fuck out of them. But they gotta. That's the thing is, I want them to know, like there's black and white in the world. Believe me, there is black and white in the world. There is right, there is wrong, and I don't want them to know gray area. At this moment in time, it is not their job to understand or know gray areas in life. Right? They're 5 years old. They can't make a decision on their own.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly. Yep.
And I'm not ready for them to start. I do not want to let go of that leash right now because and even when they're older, I'm not going to want to let go of that leash. I don't want to see my kids drop and fail. I know I'll have to, but it'll hurt. Knowing that like I could have prevented it, but I didn't on purpose, so they would learn. You know.
Sometimes you got to. You know.
Sometimes you have to. Now there's some things you don't want. You want to set it hard. Like, no, I'm not allowing you to make that mistake. That's not happening. And right. I will not allow this to happen. And it'll come to a point where if they want to make that mistake, if they're so adamant upon making that mistake, they'll have to be out of my house before they can do it. Like, so at least I know I did my best to make sure they knew it was wrong. But
that's good parenting right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
I just feel like so many parents nowadays just like my fiance, don't get me wrong, I love her. She's a great parent. She's very loving and very sweet. But she grew up in a household where she was given way too many freedoms, and it led to her problems. I'm not gonna go into those problems publicly, but it led to problems, some family issues, and not with her particularly, but Otherwise, it led to issues, and I flat out told her, like, no, our kids at 5 years old aren't going, you know, you don't ask, there's certain things you don't ask. Like, I don't care if you ask them what dessert, you know, they want. I have Reese's Cups or M&M's, and I ask them which one they wanted tonight, or, you know, I ask them which yogurt they want. I'm not gonna sit there and ask them, you know, I'm not gonna allow them to make choices on whether they do or don't want to actually do chores, you know, or whatnot. I'm not like, you don't get to tell me, like, no, that's not how this works. They're gonna understand the dynamic in the household is, if I tell you to do something or ask you to do something, you do it. And with her, it's like, she asks them to do something, I tell them to do something. That's the difference between our parenting styles. Like,
Gotcha.
she like feels it's necessary to teach them to ask, you know, to do something. I said, but they need to understand that they're not gonna ever be asked to do something. They gotta understand that, because when they go to college and they have a professor, that professor is not gonna ask them to do their homework. The professor is gonna tell them to do their homework or highly suggest it.
Right, and then they'll have a problem with authority if, like,
Exactly.
they don't.
Exactly. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And or they go to work for a job. Their boss is gonna tell them to do things. If they just choose not to do it and have a problem with authority, which I can definitely firmly tell you, my fiance does have problems with authority at a time. I can't even tell her to do something, and like, I feel like that's hard. Like, as a parent, and when you're in a relationship with two people, I feel like she should be able to tell me to do things. If it's important to her, she should be able to tell me to do it, and I should just do it. Right? I should know when something's important to her, and if she tells me to do something, I do it. And that same dynamic should go the other way, right? If there's something that I need her to do, she should do it. No questions asked. There should be no gripe, no bicker. That's not the case. But that is it. I don't know. It is what it is. It's nothing that bothers me. You know what I mean? Like.
But the good thing is you got variety in the house. You know, you have the hammer, then you have the soft hammer. Yep. You know, just in case. You know, but the one thing is
the
like
boys. Yeah, who do you think they go to? Like, they love. Here's the thing. I'll tell you this. Dad is the ultimate fun guy. So here's the thing, right? If we're going out somewhere, they always want me to be with them, because it's like, I'm the one who takes them to do the super fun things. Like the super fun things, right? Like when I take them out to golfing with me, they get to hit golf balls and stuff like that. Mom takes them to the park. I take them to a golf course and let them whack a golf ball. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm a boy, and I'm a boy dad, right? And they're boys. Boys like to do those kind of things with their dads, and moms just aren't the best at that. But what moms are good at is the loving and caring. So if they get hurt, who do they go to?
Sick, they go to mom.
They're sick, they go to mom. If they stub their toe, they go to mom. If they don't like what's going on, or dad's being too strict, they go to mom.
That's how it goes, man. That's definitely how it goes. In so many households. Oh, man.
I mean, I get it. I was a mama's boy. Like, I definitely understand that dynamic, but, you know, I just was like, I keep telling my fiance, like, I need a girl. I need a freaking girl. Like, I'm so, it really, like, irks me that I don't have a girl.
Hey, you never know. The third time's a charm.
I don't know. It's just like, I see that attention they get, and I'm like, man, if I had a girl, you know that they would be like, it's always daddy's little girl, like. And the disciplining, like, I'm rough with my boys, like, and my fiance comments on, like, why are you so rough with them? Why, you know? I'm like, I'm not raising two little pussies, like, oh.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm sorry, but that's like,
The it's gonna help
I'm
them out
not
later
like
on in life.
I'm sorry if I'm gonna rough them up a little bit, and they're gonna get frustrated when they play with me. They're gonna get frustrated, but they're gonna learn that if they get frustrated, it's not gonna help them. They need to fight through it and work harder. And working harder is the only way they're gonna get a reward. They don't get a reward for participation. That's not how that shit works.
No, hell no. Participation trophies and
I fucking hate that, dude. Like, I don't know. I watched this comedian, like, I forget who it was, but I was like, they said it so perfectly. He said it so perfectly. Like when I was in school, we didn't get no participation trophies. What the fuck is this? I was like, I totally relate with that. Like, what the hell is participation?
Like what, you just
Like-
showed up and didn't win?
Like,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you showed up and you didn't even give effort, but you participated, right?
I mean, we used to get tickets to go get like, candy out of the candy shop when we were like playing baseball, even if we lost. But if we won, we got a trophy.
Right.
Great,
Yeah.
But,
So here's the thing. Like, my point is, like, right, you have participation trophies, and then you have trophies for effort, right? In my opinion, like, you didn't give effort if you didn't win or like get close to winning or like like obviously different sports are different ways, but like for example, you were to just take like track, for example, there's different placements, right? If you didn't place in the top 5 and get like a medal of some sort, you probably didn't put in enough effort, right? So it tells you to work harder. Participation rewards only negate that idea of thinking.
right.
I don't have to work harder. I can still at least walk away with something. No.
Right. That's
No.
like,
You need to work
work
harder. You need to work harder. You don't always have to win. It's not always about winning, but it's about realizing when you have more effort to give. And that gets you through life. That is a life lesson if I've ever heard one.
I agree. That's right. That's 100% correct.
Like I'm young.
Brian
I'm
Perkins
20.
even said nailed it.
I'm 26 years freaking old, and I've gone through so many issues and mistakes and lived through so many problems that honestly kids my age don't understand whatsoever. Like, they just don't understand the difficult times. They don't understand getting a 25% wage garnishment on top of having an income where I have a dual income, but when 25% of your main income is gone, what do you do? So, and I'm talking like my wages were getting garnished here in December. You want to know why I wasn't able to stream? I didn't have time. I would work 10 hours from home, then I would go to sleep for 2 hours, wake up, go work at UPS, freaking loading trucks with packages for 6 hours. And then I would come home, sleep for 4 hours, wake up and do it all over again 5 days a week.
That's rough, brother.
Just to get through a tough time. And I would do it all over again. But there are kids. My point is like that mindset does not come with participation, right? Like, oh, I'm at least working, at least I'm doing something. Why is life so rough? No, it's shit happens. Go take care of your issues. Ryan, yeah,
right.
Been there. Yeah, dude, it fucking sucked, but I'm through it. Thankfully, I'm through it, and I worked it out to where I could take care of it elsewhere. So I mean, I worked it out I paid off. I just stopped getting garnished here. This month was the last time I got garnished. This last paycheck was the last time I got garnished, and that paid off one of them, but I ended up having 4 total accounts I had to take care of, and the other 2 were owned by the same company that first garnished me. So I contacted the company, the collections agency. I told them, like, look, Like 25% of my income's a lot per month. And I literally just ran down my budgeting for them so they would understand, like, you're making me have to work a completely second job when I already work overtime at my other job. Like I already put in 50 hours a week in my other job. Like, you're making me have to work like a complete 80 hours per week, 2 full-time jobs just to get ahead, right? And this was right before Christmas, right, for my kids. So I needed to make sure my kids had Christmas. I spoiled my kids. I still spent like $500 just on my 2 kids for Christmas. That to me that's a lot for a 3 and a 5-year-old. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And especially in a household that's lower income, like this is one of their days per year. I don't spoil them monetarily throughout the year. I take them to do things, I do a lot of fun things, and I spoil them with my attention and my time, but I do not spend a lot of money on them throughout the year, because I like to save it for the Christmas time. And when I started getting garnished, I was like, well, how am I gonna spoil them now? And it's just, I don't want this lame day, and that's why I worked 2 jobs. I didn't have to, but I did it so my kids could have a good Christmas. And so I got that taken care of, and then I called up the company. I was like, hey, this is a lot. I'd be willing to set up some kind of payment program with you guys to pay off these other 2, and is there something I can do, work on it elsewhere? And they were like, yeah. So I agreed to pay them about 60% of what they would get from wage garnishing. So it's 40% less. I still have to pay them the entire amount, and it's going to take longer to pay it off, but at least I know that it's not going to, like, monthly, it's not going to hurt me as much. Yeah, it fucking sucks, but it is what it is. Made mistakes, have to pay for them. But then I got another garnishment that came through, and they wouldn't let me do the payment plan program, and I had to come up with some extra money, and luckily I knew some nice people, and they helped me get through it without having to even think about paying them back. And
wow, that's
so
cool,
well, that's the thing I've realized is WoW is right. And I'm not talking like $500, I'm not talking like $1,000, I'm talking like $3,000 of help between 2 different people. I have an ex-stepdad who's very, very kind. He's helped me in the past, and he had some old gold coins that he was going to give me when he passed, and he was going to will to me. And instead of willing them to me, he just gave them to me because gold's at a semi-decent price, and I was able to get like $2,300 that way. And then I had a guy at work. I didn't ask him. He knew of my situation, but he really didn't know the extent of it or anything. And this was just after the new year, but we weren't working through Christmas time, and I was on PTO during Christmas. I take a week off for PTO between Christmas and New Year's every year. That's the tradition I'm going to be setting for myself. But anyway, so I had this time off, and when I came back, and he knew my situation, he literally was just like, he said, do you have Zelle or Venmo? And I was like, I don't, but my fiance technically does. And he was like, well, what's her Venmo? He said, I'm gonna send you a little something. I was like, well, I said, you don't have to do that. And he said, well, I want to. He said, I'm not sending you a bunch, but yeah. Then he ended up sending me $600. Not a bunch. Yeah, and between that and the help that I got from my ex-stepdad, I was able to take care of the other portion of my garnishment. My last garnishment. So now I've looked it up with the courts. I've actually done the research and found out there's nothing else down the line, at least at this moment in time, that's filed for wage garnishment. So my wages will not be getting garnished as of my paycheck that I'll be getting on Thursday.
Nice. At least it's all over, man. That's awesome.
That's a lot, and it took me a while to get through that story, but it's just a lot, too. Like, it was like back to back to back shit for like a month and a half. Every time I would figure it out, another thing would happen. I was just like, God damn. And now, and that's kind of the point I was making before with you, is like, it's always like, we come back to the how hard was it to get through, and don't get me wrong, it was hard, and it could have been harder if I had not had help, but it also wasn't that bad either. So I could have got through it without the help. I could have. Would have been harder, but...
But you made it. That's the main thing, and life keeps on ticking.
Sorry, I'm trying not to die to this tiger.
Tiger's rough.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, but now I'm sitting here talking about getting a Secret Labs chair and wanting a new chair because the mechanism just constantly lowers.
Those Secret Labs are nice, man. I like the Batman version.
Dude, I'm a big Flash fan. So
I've seen those
I'm
too, yeah.
I'm a DC Comics person, alright? I'm a DC Comics person. I really like the animated series that DC makes, all of them.
They nail it with the animated series. If only they could do that.
Live action sucks. Their live action shit sucks. Their TV shows weren't too bad. Arrow was really good for like the first 3 seasons. The Flash was pretty good for like the first 2 seasons. After that, I watched them because I'm a fan of superheroes, but they ended up not being the greatest. Supergirl was never that good, but either way, I'm a big Flash fan, and they have a Flash Secret Labs chair, and I was like, oh, I would love to get me that. But here's my issue. 1, my favorite color is blue. Number 2 is like, it doesn't look that one just doesn't look the most professional. The Batman one actually does kind of look professional because like you cover up the Batman logo, and at the same time it's like all black, so like you can get away with it professionally. But a bright red and yellow with a little bit of black chair while I'm sitting in my meetings, I mean every single day, no.
Yeah, I gotcha.
No, I'm sorry, but like, it's just too much. If I was a full-time streamer, and that's all I ever did, I would go with whatever the fuck made me happy. But
exactly.
But unfortunately, it's not just like meetings with our people, even just in our organizations. It's meetings. I have meetings every day with companies that are contracted by our organization for our customers, and I don't want to be in those meetings on camera with a Flash chair. They're gonna be like, nice chair, and I'm like, we need to talk about business, not my chair.
Right, exactly. Oh man, that's cool. You gotta treat yourself though, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely need to get a Secret Lab chair. I haven't gotten it yet. It's on my next list of treating myself. I just treated myself to make sure I could stream, and I thought that was more important for my mental health more than my physical health, needing a chair, because with the chair I can get around it right now. All I have to do is get up, prop up my chair again. It's annoying, it's not something I enjoy doing, but can I get away with it? Is my chair comfortable enough to at least sit in when it is raised up? Yes. So it's not something I need particularly right away, but I didn't have a decent webcam to stream with, and I needed the AV adapter, absolutely needed that in order to stream from my tablet, and that's the only way I play MCOC. I cannot play MCOC, ever since I started playing MCOC with a tablet, I cannot touch it with a phone. I just can't. I just can't get spacing right. Nothing. I can't. I feel like I can't hardly see what I'm doing. Even though I have one of the biggest phones, right? I have an S21 Ultra, right? I still am like, what the fuck is going on? I can't see shit. Did that say Dex?
Man, I'm on an iPhone 13, but like I have a tablet, but my tablet's from 2017, so it misses inputs. So like during
Oh,
arena, I'll grind on my tablet, but like when it comes time for war or AQ, I grab my phone, and I still miss parries. I'm like, son of a bitch, these bugs.
so
You know,
what kind of tablet do you have?
I have the iPad. I think it's 128 gig.
Is it just like one with a button?
Yeah, it has a button.
Okay, so yeah, I would say um I didn't want to go. It's hard for me to go and buy a tab. I mean, it's like an iPad Pro is what, like over $1,000.
Their grip right
Who
now. For the,
who do you have? Who do you have for your mobile carrier?
I used to have Verizon, but I have Sprint T-Mobile now.
Oh, how do you like it? Out of curiosity. I mean, Cali, it's got to be decent.
It's super decent. Like, so I would pay like about $200 for an unlimited plan for me and my son. Now I pay 100. So it's like it cut it out by half. And then to get the new phones put on is an extra $60 a month. So I went from the 10th to the 13th, and now I pay 160 a month for both phones, brand new
Yeah.
phones.
So you pay 160 down from 200?
Yeah, but if I owned my phones, it would only be like $100.
Yeah. I have so I have Verizon. I've been with them for a very long time. My dad was with them. I transferred my line from my dad's line, and so I've been with them for a very long time. And
Verizon's when it comes to coverage and everything, but not price.
yeah, they're great for coverage, and around here where I live, it's kind of necessary. Like in Columbus, I probably could have gotten away with it, but in Toledo, like other carriers are just not that great, and Verizon has just really, really like their plans are expensive, but their devices are not. If you get them under at the right time of year and you find the deals, like you know what I pay for this phone? It's the S21 Ultra. I got it 6 months after it released, so I don't ever get a phone right away, not anymore. I get the new phone about 6 months after it releases. I pay. I'm on a 30-month plan for this phone and a 30-month plan for my fiance's phone. We pay $6 a month each, so
Whoa.
$12 a month total for the phones.
That's
it.
phenomenal.
And they're expensive ass phones normally. Normally they're like $1,300 phones, right? I'm getting these phones for like $400 a piece over 30 months. Now I have to be with them for 30 months. I can probably I always talk them into letting me upgrade early. They don't like it, but I always talk them into letting me upgrade early. And I'll have like $80 left to pay on each phone, and I'll be like, "Look, it's like I'm like a year away from upgrading, but I'm willing to give you just the $160 now." Well, no, you're going to have to pay like it full price each month or whatever, and then they want like $400 for each phone or for both phones, and I'm like, I only have like $80 with the promotion. Just give me the promotional price. And I end up talking them into it every time for upgrading early, and they end up doing it. It's a struggle, but I do, and then I go and I do that, and I pay it off at a certain period of time when I know I can get a really good deal to get an upgraded phone. Like, I pay almost nothing, but I have unlimited everything. But here's another thing. They also save me on memberships. I have 2 kids. One of them is home all day. And then I have a fiance who loves watching, she just watches TV. She don't really do anything else. So, like, when she's home, she doesn't, like, have any other hobbies. Like, I play games and whatnot. She doesn't play any games. During the winter time, she doesn't go out or do anything. So, when she's home, she just likes watching TV and whatnot, and she gets bored of just having Netflix. With Verizon, here's the thing, I'm big into sports, and ESPN Plus covers a lot of stuff, On top of, I'm big into golf. I was a high school golfer. I love golf. I love watching golf, and it's nice to watch golf while I'm at work because it's not something I have to have the sound on, and it's not too distracting from my work either. What's going on, Avenger? Good to see you. And so, I love turning on golf, and now ESPN Plus covers every golf event.
That's
every
nice.
single one. And Verizon, it's included with my Verizon plan, along with Disney Plus, which is huge for me and the kids. Like Marvel for me, and then Disney for everything for the kids.
That's cool. That's way
so
cool.
They cover Disney, Hulu, and ESPN included with my plan. So I have unlimited plan for my tablet, unlimited plan for my fiance's phone, and unlimited plan for my phone. And I pay for 3 unlimited plans, and my tablet, I get, the plan is half cost because I have a phone plan with them, and the tablet itself cost me like $25 a month. So I pay way more for my tablet than I do my phones. But that's kind of the point I'm making, is you might be able to get a tablet through that, and you don't have to use data with it. Once it's paid off, like, you don't have to continue your plan with them if you don't see yourself using the data very much. But that's kind of what I'm using it for, is like I only pay $5. They allowed me to get the tablet at a discount. Not only did I get a discounted price for the tablet, I get it I'm getting it financed without having to open a credit card with somewhere or something. So I'm getting it financed on something I know I'm going to pay every month. I'm paying an extra $5 for service and still financing my tablet. So I'm only paying, it only cost me an extra basically $5 a month with having it financed for 2 years.
Nice.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, it was a no-brainer for me when I kind of found that out, and I upgraded my tablet. And then I decided to go with the nice. I didn't get the 12-inch or whatever, 12 or 13-inch iPad, because I was like, playing Marvel Contest on Champions on something that big, like, it's at that point it gets clunky, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It gets hard to tap the special buttons. It gets hard to click between arena fights constantly. And when I'm laying down in bed or something, and just grinding arena or whatever, I want to just click continue. I don't want to
have to put your hand across the screen in the middle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Brian,
know what I'm talking about. Perkins is saying good night to you.
All right, night, Brian. Yeah, thanks for supporting me for a while. I'm almost done myself. I just got I think 2 or 3 more matches. I don't know how many. Not many more.
Yeah, my phone's at 4% battery. If I cut out, I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah, I've literally got 2 more matches.
Cell phones.
Yeah, I've got 2 more. I've got 2 more arena fights. So, or 2 more series. Almost done myself, but might as well do it on stream because I'm going to be doing it regardless. So,
that's the way to go. That's the way to go. You get a little bit of company. I've been grinding with you the whole time too.
Yeah. A little bit of company and get my channel going again. And if someone really wants to, they can come back and watch the stream. It's not like I sit here and don't talk the whole time. I can't stand, I'll get done watching a video on YouTube throughout the day, and then it'll go to another stream, and sometimes I'll get a stream where it's an old stream and no one's saying anything. I can't read chat, I can't interact with them to get them talking. So it's like, what the fuck? I'm not watching this. I can't watch, I'm sorry, I don't want to just watch arena fights. I watch arena streams to hear talking, and arena streams are hard for me to watch going back anyway, unless there's interesting conversations. So.
Yeah, true that. If they're gonna talk about an event that's coming up or something like that, and I'm like, ooh, what's this stream all about? It aired when? Okay, I'll jump and check it out. So yeah, man. How do you feel about the 7.4 coming all the way in March?
What do you mean?
It feels like we haven't had like content in a while,
Oh,
right?
no, we definitely. I mean, we had content in November. That was the last time.
Yep, November. Dang, it's been since November, and that was
Right.
what very.
No, November was variant and wait, no.
Right? No, it was 7.3. Then the variant. Is that how it went?
Yeah, variant was last. So it was variant in November, 7.3 before that, the month before that.
Okay.
It was
There was
either
a
the
time
end of September or October.
like when they did the Summoner Showdown this year, I didn't have time for any of that shit. And usually, like last year, I was messing around with it. I was like getting some good times with Nick Fury, and like this year, I was like, I'm not gonna fight any of those fights. They're not gonna give me any rewards. First off, second off, I gotta gauntlet. I gotta do this event quest. I gotta do this side quest. I gotta do this new storyline that just dropped, and yeah, a whole bunch of different things. It felt like it was too much, and now it feels like there's a drought. I wish they'd space it a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, for real, it's been super dry with content, but that's why I don't like rushing through content day one. I'll rush for completion most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least like usually like first or second week for completion on stuff. But outside of that, I don't do completion for a while, and I might do a couple paths here or there for some extra shards or whatever I need, right? Which is why I kind of liked the reward system for exploration so far.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think that I save for content. I still have a ton of variant exploration to do, but that's the thing is I like how they do variant. Like you get some of the better rewards up front, and then you can get some helpful rewards but not necessary rewards later on. Being like you can get some extra T5B for exploration. You can get an awakening gem for a 5-star for exploration.
Right.
But it's they're helpful, but they're not necessary.
True that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just save all that shit, and I try to do as much monthly content as I can. Try to stock up on revives. I try to do a lot of my exploration for act content as free as possible. I try not to buy units for it or anything like that.
I only buy units for like Cyber Monday or 4th of July, or if there's a cool deal going on, but I've never bought it to pass content. I'm actually saving units for content.
I mean, how do you think I got progressed so quick?
Hey, sometimes you need to.
Yeah, go to my Labyrinth streams.
The Labyrinth.
And I had a 5-star Aegon. Like, if I had half the skill that I do now, I would not have spent near as much. But man, like watching me with a rank 5, or watching me with my 6-star rank 2 Aegon at like Sig 150 or like Sig 140 or Sig 150 going through Labyrinth, you would think it should have been a breeze for me. It was pitiful. Downright pitiful. Horrible.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, I suck.
It happens.
I sucked back then. I was a lot worse than I am now. I could definitely do it much better, but
oh yeah, you can see the progression in my videos too. Like when I would go through in the beginning, I'd be like, oh, I'd go through an Omega boss rush or something and have to use revives and whatever. And now I'm like clearing those boss rushes with like 4 stars. I think one of my last videos was like, here's this stupid side quest completion with 4 stars because I'm bored because there's no content out.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, level up! I forgot. I got to do that still. Good thing you put that screen up because I was procrastinating until the last minute. I was like, I'm gonna do this Catalyst Arena and rank some people
Curious
up.
who you're gonna rank up.
Nobody big. Let me see. Let me check my list here real quick. Let's see. Who am I gonna rank up? Gosh, I got like some pretty damn good champs here. I got a lot at rank 3 already.
Oh, it's only 2:30. Felt like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, because you're in Ohio. It's only 11:30 over here in California.
Yeah, that's why, you know, to be honest, that's why I like, you know, having friends that live on the East Coast, because I'm an up late person, right? My kids go to bed usually around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and then, you know, tonight I spent from 9 o'clock, I spent a little bit of time with my fiance, and then I did my thumbnail, I scheduled my stream, and then from there on, I took a shower, you know, got my shit together. That way I could come on stream, feel good, and then go to bed, you know, nice and clean, be able to wake up tomorrow and go to work. That way after my stream, I didn't feel like, you know, I had to take a shower or anything after my stream. So I did all that beforehand, and then got that all done.
Now you're sitting on Easy Street, huh?
Yeah, so for me, it's like I like to be up late and do my entertainment stuff. Like that's my time. Like every day, I need that time. If I sleep a little bit less, if I lose a little bit of sleep, I get it back on the weekends, typically. And that's why, like, you probably won't see a ton of streams from me on the weekends, because that's when, like, I really take spending time with my fiance, family, really seriously. And my fiance knows that, so that's why she's like, she doesn't care because she's tired. She wants to go to bed. She likes a full night's rest before she has to go back to work the next day. So, like, I mean, what, I'm just gonna sit in there and lay next to her and grind arena while she's sleeping? No, that fucking annoys her, because I don't like playing the game without sound.
Yeah, you know that. It depends for me. Like, I like to play the game without sound, like while I'm working. But with sound is so much better because you can hear what you're doing. That's for sure.
You can hear what you're doing. I only run music. Like right now, you hear the background music for the game. I only run the background music for the game during my streams. That's it. But sometimes I'll run my stream beats. Like, I have a whole, like, playlist of songs.
Oh, right on. Nice. So you can just, you know, play whatever you want when you want to, and you can just stream it up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get my stream beats working, though.
So it's either going to be a skill or mystic. Let's see what I got for skill or mystic. Going to my champions. It's going to be a 5-star because I got 5-star resources dissipating right now. My alpha. Do I want to take Null to rank 5? Not yet. I want to see if I pull him out of the crystal first. Let's see.
I want Null too. Like, there's so many good gems I would like to have. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting Icarus. He's not really a suicide-friendly gem at all.
He seems kind of beast mode. Oh, I'm gonna rank up Dragon Man.
Dude, Dragon Man is beast mode. You want to talk about power gain up the wazoo, suicide-friendly as fuck. Like, because you just spam special theory, kind of like an Ultron, but a mystic version of Ultron, right? In a sense. So, that's what I wanted to show you. Hold on, I gotta do my war anyway, so I might as well just do it on stream. And my AQ. Fuck.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I wonder if my path is open yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might even do good, actually.
Yeah. Let me show you. So, right here, this fight. Oh, it's gonna be easy this time around. So this fight right here, okay. There was who was on this node? Let me think about it for just a second. It was a really annoying defender on this node. Who was it? basically, who was on that node? Was it Kill? No, it wasn't Kill. Was it? I forget who was on this node. So, this node right here has straight counter combat rate, right? Buffet and Jitness Thorns. So, I just remember whoever was on this node, I think it was some kind of mutant, a really difficult mutant of sorts. I forget which mutant it was. I don't know. But put it this way, it wasn't usually used like Warlock, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a mutant. It was some kind of cosmic champ. Because I remember what. Let me look up AMA quick, because I'll be able to remember who was on it. When. Hold on, I got it in. Never mind, I got it in officers chat. I just need to go back to reference that. Let me see here. Super Scroll. Fucking Super Scroll. He's so annoying. You there? Hello? Oh, your phone probably died. Anyway, you're probably in chat. Yeah, so Super Scroll on this node right here is so annoying because he has Buffet. Yeah, he has Buffet, right? Chitness Thorns, Outlast. He gains armor up buffs, and those armor up buffs get turned into Unstoppables, and he's super annoying, and you need. Yeah, he's got all the immunities in the world except Incinerate, right? I think, no, he might be immune to Incinerate too. I don't remember. Either way, Dragon Man is actually like super great for this fight if Super Scroll's on this node, and the reason why is because Dragon Man gives no fucks about straight counter combat rate, because you basically just recycle your special 3, and once you get once you throw 2 special 3s in a row, you go unstoppable. After your special 3, you dash right in, you throw your heavy attack in the corner, and you go unblockable, unstoppable, and then you do a ton of damage, and then you throw a special 2, and he's dead. He just does so much damage, he can out-damage him when you corner him. And Dragon Man is like super good for that fight. Namor could be good, but I don't know, the Buffet really, like, he gains he regenerates so much, and yeah, Dragon Man just handles him so well, and the Chitness Thorns, like, the bleed debuffs aren't like that strong to where like they'll kill off Namor, but like before he does enough damage with attacking with them. So I don't know. Unless I guess you got Horseman Namor. There's definitely other counters for that. There's definitely other counters for that. I'm just saying he was super safe, and for me, super easy, because like all you have to do is he's super safe because you can literally throw your SP3, go unstoppable, get him to the corner, go unblockable, and then spam, and you heal back all of that. He doesn't need to be awakened or anything, doesn't need to be sigged up, anything to get that heal back. So he heals back any damage taken during that time. It's just super nice. Anyway, I got to deal with an annoying Centurion, which sounds like a Megs fight. Yikes. This looks like not quite the Suicide. Well, I've got Magneto. We'll take care of that. I've got a Spider-Ham. So Archangel. right? If I'm not mistaken, just Archangel everything. Archangel can even handle the Hulk Buster if he's a horseman. So I might do me some justice to bring in APOC and then try to ramp up APOC. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Omega Red's good too. My guys all wait for me to take lane bosses this round. Ebony Maw, Killmonger, Nova. Yeah. Ouch. Alright. So, get in here. I got 2 lane bosses that I usually let the other guys take, if possible, but I take them when I get in. I usually just don't join war until late because being an officer in the BG, I just like to make sure everybody completes their paths or whatever before I get joined, because I've been in the situation too many times where I join early and then because I joined early in AW, I can't cover someone else's path if I need it. Because I can have space come in and take my path if I take someone else's path. I don't sleep, wake up, and nobody moves until I do. Oh, yeah. They're just waiting on you to take everything. Feel that. Wonder. So I've got a Chitinous Thorn Centurion. Is Centurion immune to bleed / poison? I wonder. Is Centurion immune to bleed / poison? Yeah, to be honest, BG1's a struggle though. Like we've been fighting through. We have some good players. Trom's really freaking good in our BG. Like he handles a lot. We have some decent players, but Prime's not that bad. But we definitely have some people that just their talent levels aren't really quite there. Alright, let's see here. Champion info, tech. Centurion, where are you? Centurion, where are you? Yeah, dude. I feel you on that. Kitty just sucks to fight. Alright, let's see. Armor. Immune to bleed and shock effects. Okay. Who's banned? Magneto? Of course Magneto's banned. Alright, so I can't use Magneto anyway. I bet APOC can get through that fight. So I'm just gonna bring in Cable. You know what, Cable might be even able to get through that fight before he dies from the bleed. I don't know. Alright, we'll figure it out. Yeah, J3 is pretty good too. Yeah, dude, Ebb and Flow Intercept. Elsa is really good for that too. Alright, so high ground's inactive. Static defense. Okay, so no active armor up buffs on long shot, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, we should be good. Shouldn't need a boost or anything for this fight. Oh, he does get active armor up. Alright. Yes, she is. Love her skill rank 2. Yeah. I haven't really played Elsa that much. I have her at rank 2, and she's awakened, but I don't know. Alright, so what do we got here? Ionized Armor, Power Focus 2, Mystic Ward, Hurt Locker. This one I am going to boost up for, so we'll tack on a 15%er in health. We'll tack on a 10%er there. And I'm probably going to go with advanced power here. Okay, that'll just help me get to damage faster. Let's heal up. Uh-oh. Come on. Let me fight, please. Alright. So... just get to an SP2, get the concussion active. What the... Alright, guess I'm gonna get my Incinerate immunity. I'm actually gonna let that tick down and get Incinerate immunity. Okay. Oh, they get a shock debuff now. What? Okay, well. I'm gonna need to heal up for this one. And power back isn't gonna do nothing here. Okay. Well, let's hope I get through it. I didn't read the node before. I didn't know it got changed from bleed to shock. So, uh-oh. Oh, what? Oh my god, what the heck? What was that crap? Please tell me someone saw that. Uh-oh. Need to get out of this fight. Need to get out of this fight. Come on. Alright, there we go. That's good. Son of a... Yeah, I definitely got that fight, but it's just like, really? Come on with that crap. It should have been a special intercept, but I don't know how that ended up missing. That fight would have been over so much faster. Ridiculous. Alright, now I should be able to make Mr. Horseman here. Let me double check the node. Yeah, it's just explosive personality, that's what I thought. Okay. Mr. Horseman, Archangel, and then Archangel should have the next 2 fights. What is that ability accuracy though? Jesus. Oh, 40 minutes until I can get to APOC. God dang it. Or not APOC, but Hulkbuster. Alright. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm only 300 mythic shards away. So special intercept the other day with Herc didn't register as an intercept, but regular backdraft did on that ebb and flow intercept node. That's weird. Yeah, I hate that. Like with Herc, or with any intercept, is because they can never really get, with special intercepting, they can never really like they never really I don't think they have like a hard answer on what exactly a special intercept is. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a... I don't know. Who knows? It could be a bug in our favor, though. That's the thing, is like, we could be special intercepting by dashing back, by doing a shallow intercept, and then... Or by doing a shallow dash, and then throwing your special, you could be... even though it's counting as an intercept, it may not technically be considered an intercept, you know? I don't know. Alright, now I gotta do AQ. And war tonight is the reason that I didn't want to do act exploration. So I will be doing act exploration probably, I would probably assume I'm gonna end up doing it like tomorrow night / Wednesday, right? Because that's no war. Because we don't, wait, do we have... Today's Monday. When's our next off day of war? I think we have off war tomorrow. We don't have war on Wednesday. Our next war placement is Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Dormammu, Corvus, no problem. This is the only day I hate facing that Dormammu, though. Because I have to drop him quickly, and I just can't do it. This fight against Hulk can be kind of annoying too. Because of he gets smash all the time. You would think Corvus is not that great on a day like today. All you do is 2-hit combos like this. Medium, light, back off. And that keeps you from getting any of the debuffs. Gulk versus Dormammu is fun. Yeah. Yep, medium light all day. Yep. Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna quit out. I don't care. I'm not gonna be able to finish that fight. And I don't want to wait 3 minutes. I've got revives for days. I don't care. I could time out, but eh. And folks, this is why you don't try to play video games at 3 o'clock in the morning. Almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god, what is wrong with my dash right now? And you are done. Yeah, dude, I've got 4 compensation packages in stash right now. Alright, that'll be ready for Space Oak to take when he wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, unblockable everything. Yeah, SP2 is good to go. Alright, well, let's see. Before logging off here, I'm going to go... So I've used enough resources, I can probably claim that. Yep. Before it expires. Claim max on that. Make sure I do that. Good to go there. Alright. Have like 15 energy refills to get us. I have like 12 paths left. Alright, guys. Well, Don't know who these viewers are here, other than Relentless and myself. Sure, there's like 4 other people here. Uh, Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership, and hope you guys enjoyed that stream. Let me know in the comments section below if you check out this video after the fact, whether you think ULTRON was a good choice for me to take to rank 3. Ultimately, I do. I absolutely just like smacking down characters with him, and I think he'll have some uses in the future. If not, oh well. He at least does decent damage, has some utilities. I'll be able to use him here or there, at the very least. So, we'll see. If not, no regrets. I don't really have any other tech chance to take up, and I need to get some 6 stars ranked up, or I'm just going to have resources expire anyway. So, otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon. Check out tomorrow. I will, if you haven't already, join the Discord and the link in the description of the video. There you will find where I post whenever I go live. Feel free to chat there as well. As far as when I'm going live next, I think tomorrow I will probably be doing some act content, if not Wednesday. So just keep an eye out and stay healthy.